We should be good, man. Documentary after. My man watch is taken and gets DDoSed. Oh no, the resolution's fucking weird. Well, for me it's weird. Oh, I had to refresh, that's why. Yeah, no, it's fine. I think it's fine now. Fucking Manny left. Alright. Manny is good, yeah. It's a good character. He's the last one I have. Then I've beaten all characters on Grounded, which is not easy to do. He doesn't have a healing kit recipe, yeah. Templier, thanks for the 2 years. What the fuck? Dude, my OBS settings got like reset from that. I don't know what's going on. Everything's chaos lately. Alright, Manny, let's do it. Alright, so this is the roguelite. You gotta get to the boss in the end. Easy peasy. This is the final character I haven't beaten. Oh yeah, I gotta go bottom right here. Because it shows valuable stuff here, actually. Chat will definitely not be on screen during the documentary.
Hey, you.
Hunted by infected and increased enemy speed. Well, that's a reset. Let's try it. Fuck. Wait, hold up. Thanks 15. Thank you.
Why does Manny's eyes look like they're trying to run away from his nose?
He's designed that way. He was born that way, man, alright? Survive the attack. Alright. Should be easy, right? No, it's not. Not on this damn difficulty. This guy's special abilities. He's tanky as hell, but he doesn't have a health kit recipe. Alright, here we go. Top right, you can see how long I gotta survive. Just grab a bunch of resources here. Stalkers. Stalker, fuck off. That's not a good start. Bro, please. Loot everything, loot everything. Shit my ass. 30 seconds. Oh yeah, he starts with a hunting pistol, which is amazing. No! Oh my god. We're good. I took some damage, but it's fine. Good. Actually survived. B. That's fine. Rank is literally cosmetic. Alright, good. Let's see what we got here. You get a store now, and you can buy shit. Yeah, that was a survival mission. Now it's gonna branch out. Let's see. So, this is his level ups. Craft hunting pistol ammunition. The hunting pistol is so fucking good. It's crazy. And then I get a reward here. Thank you. I appreciate. Yeah, it's my microphone stand that squeaks. Nice. And here we go. What do we have? Okay, definitely buy medkits because he can't craft his own medkits, so that is super good. Some rifle ammo, it's good. And then I'll buy La Bombe. Ah, they cost 4 for him? Nah, fuck it. Bert, Last of Us on controller actually is very nice. Because, well, it's still aiming with controller, but you can aim with the gyro sense, which is actually super nice. Yeah, like this. Alright, what do we have? Assault with Rattlers and they start on Surge. I unlock Unstoppable for that. Or I'm hunted by the WLF and I have Lev. No, that's not Lev. That's Yara. Unstoppable is actually really good. What's after? Hunted by Infected on Gondola Station's nice. Capture with Rattlers is... it's good if you manage to do it. Covered Up, Survival, Stealth. Assault Seraphites, Capture Seraphites. Oh, wait. The bottom one is actually really good. I'm going for it. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I forgot to eel. Fuck. Should have done that, yeah. Let's see. Gotta survive again, but this time it's not zombos. This time... it will be different. Have I played a Juice Galaxy? I have no idea what that is, bro. No idea, bro. Give me this. Give me this. Alright. Just live now. Yara, we're gonna stay over here. Literally just stay behind this bar for 1 minute and 45 seconds and we're good. Yara, can you move? Loot box over there. Oh, that's so tempting. Heads up! Shit, they're gonna come from the side. Yara, keep cover. You gotta cover the door.
Right here.
Yara, are you okay in my right ear?
Casey, push forward! Look alive! Mierda!
Yikes, that guy was fucking nuts. Dank, Juice Galaxy. Oh, it's mega dank, yeah. Very good reviews too, but it's early access. Might as well wait for it then.
You.
King's Lawn, thanks 21, bro. Thank you. Alright, I got Close Quarters, which is Oh, actually it has a health increase. It does, yeah. Alright. Yeah, okay. Pipe bomb recipe is very... oh, there's the shotgun too. Give me that. Give me pipe bomb recipe. And give me pipe bombs. Alright. Now give me... I want a holster now. Gotta craft this. 1. Don't need no scope. Reload. Yep. Documentary's 2 hours long, yeah, but it's not even 9 p.m. So mega early, dude. Alright, time to YOLO. Wait, can I heal again? Oh, I can, shit. It's gonna be a big YOLO now. This is a capture mission, and they have a safe. You don't need to go for the safe. It closes after like 2 minutes, though. If you get the safe, you get a shitload of resources. These enemies, though, are insane. They have rifles and shotguns and everything. No, you enabled it in the options, Lime.
Someone must have slipped past.
What the fuck? They spawned above me? How many? 6 enemies? Yikes. That's a fucking yikes, actually. 2 minutes, alright.
Listen.
3 people died to that.
Try another egg.
The other guy's gonna be by the safe. Or not. She was not. That was good. I lost a ton of health, though, which is actually not good at all.
Just works.
Yikes. I need healing. I'm not sure that's worth it unless I get medkits in the store now. Best character thus far? Tommy was the one I finished the fastest because of his custom sniper. It is so strong. I'm not doing more today, Tina, no. Not more today, because now... Now, I'm checking to see if my capture car is gonna die. I mean, in general, yeah, I'm gonna continue tomorrow. Yes!
Hey, you.
I'm so lucky. Let's heal up and buy more.
Manny looks like a slightly healthier version of Post Malone. Can you zoom in on his face?
Check it. The RE mod? Yeah, it's good. Oh my god, I used all 3 medkits. His health must have been insanely low. Okay, he's actually full health now, though. Nice. You can craft incendiary shells on this? I want the health upgrade, though. Give me that. It depends on what boss it is, I suppose. Alright, let's go. His health? On grounding, you don't. You have to read, like, the screen or whatever. Thank you, Cat Daddy. I'm curious about the documentary later. Switch to recoil. Alright, what mission is up next? As long as it's not defending mission, we're good. Of course I'm watching the whole 2 hours. All right, a branch again. That's capture with seraphites,
Hey,
and I get
you.
survival out of it. Or hunted. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely going capture resort. Yeah, I love behind the scenes stuff. It's very interesting. It is. Lynn, thanks for the 71. Thank you. Where are they gonna spawn though? Oh, it's gonna be down in the house, isn't it? What? What? Wait, they spawned below me. What the fuck? Holy! I shouldn't YOLO for this. I don't need this safe that much. No, don't YOLO for it. Get some health back.
Just keep walking.
Go. Jump over, bro. Oh my god. Beating Manny today, I'm trying now. I could get a 2-in-1 here if they line up.
Hands off, Rex! Coward!
Sal de aquí.
No, the Zog. Did not. What up, Annie? It's The Last of Us 2. They released The Last of Us 2 documentary. It's like 2 hours long. Good first run. Yeah, Manny is good, yeah. He just doesn't have a health recipe, so you gotta rely on finding med kits there. How do you do several items at once? You just hold triangle.
All right.
Nice. Okay, this is really good. This is super good on him. Fuck yes. Okay, I'm maxed out. I'm maxed out on his abilities. Pipe bombs are too good. So is the ammo for this. How's healing cheating? $250k on believe. We'll see. I don't even know what boss I'm up against. Okay, it looks like I don't need any healing. Nice. Alright, what do we have? Uh-oh. Jackson. Combat with Seraphites. Oh, and it's really realistic reloading. No, it's the Rat King! Fuck! The Rat King is so stressful. It's the most stressful boss fight out of all of them. You get a fucking heart attack. Well, I gotta survive this first, though. And this is combat, so they know where I am when they spawn. Where are they spawning? There? Alright.
Fuck.
Okay, we're good.
Oh, keep going.
We're good. They don't know I'm behind here. Shit, but they will soon, though.
Helen!
Fucking bitch.
Damn it!
Bro, the fucking archer is insane. I'm bleeding. I gotta heal up fast before I die. Okay. Come on, man. The bad language is coming out. It's intense, alright?
Here, here!
Oh my god, I'm in a... Shit! Open the door! Shit.
Can't be far. Just keep walking.
Oh no, realistic reloading!
You're finished!
Yeah?
Let him go!
Shut up. Okay. God damn it, not having a medkit is really bad. There can be stray medkits laying about sometimes. Behind me? Yikes. Okay. Shit. Fuck me, man. These archers are... Medkit! They're gonna flank me.
Watch yourself.
It's the archers that's the problem here. Oh no, 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 don't.
By the car!
Oh my god, I had to reload. Okay, just run, bro. And then realistic reloading. Fuck me. Shit. There's two left. I thought it was one. You're so lucky. I'm dead.
I'll find you!
Oh, this is bad.
True strength.
Lost like all my shoddy ammo. God, I wish I had a damn medkit recipe. Fuck, man. Wait, where'd he go? Oh my god, tomfoolery. Oh my god, there's no fucking way I'm surviving this. Especially when they're spawning over there. Ah! 3 enemies. I think I might be getting flanked by one of them. When you don't know where they are, this is so fucking dangerous. Oh, okay, good that I didn't go out because I was about to.
Hey, you.
Better run, friend. Only when weak can we find our true strength.
Oh my god, I gotta roll for med. Wait, but I can only re-roll once too. I gotta get lucky here. Oh no. Oh, that was a heal. But it's not a lot though, but it's something. Okay, yikes. Thank you, Klabawi, for the 2 months, man. Lynn, thanks 71. Thank you. Oh, that was too intense. It's racking now. That's a scary fight. No med kit. Shiv and trap mines. This is all cosmetic. I don't need it. Yikes. Actually, no! Really good! I got some ammo. Actually, very good. Yeah, I'll take that. But, yeah, it's still, though. Yeah, racking is a bit of a gimmick, obviously. But, yeah, it's scary when they separate. That's the issue. When they separate is the scary part. Because the small guy can kill me. Obviously, if Rat King grabs you, you're dead anyways. That's a one shot. But the small guy can melee you, and I need to burst him down fast. Get ready for soy. Did he split now? I don't know if he did. He did, I think. Okay, not yet. Never mind. Through! You're gonna split now? When will you split? I know you will. I'm just waiting for it. Now. Shit, here we go. That little fucker needs to die. Where are you, little bitch? Oh, I died. Yep. That's because my health was low. Yep, it's F. I need to be full health or I can't tank it. What killed me? So what he does is he does these acid clouds around the map that damage you over time, and at that point you're gonna have to run through some of them, and my health was too low to do it because I never found any medkits. I was good though. I was good. All right, not too shabby, not too shabby. That was a good try. That was a warm-up. Those clouds aren't permanent, but they last a long time. And the problem with that is, when they split up, you have to start running. So you're gonna, like, run through them. Assault, infected combat. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, that was intense, man. But yeah, the clouds was the thing I was the most scared of because I knew my health was pretty shit. I took way too much damage in the previous one. Why do I hear crows?
Holy shit.
I got it now. Warm up is over.
Shit!
The king throw, yeah. Oh, that's a clicker. Yikes.
Puta madre.
All right, I'll take it. Surely that's an S. Yeah, that was fast and clean. All right. I don't know if this mode is only for PS5. Ooh, a long gun holster. Give me that. And pipe bomb recipe. Give me that too. I'll save for next. When's the documentary? Around like an hour. I want to see if I can beat the final character first. It's the only character I haven't actually beaten. Watch the documentary? They released a Last of Us 2 documentary that's like 2 hours long. Last of Us remake. Oh, it's PS5 only. Okay. It's like behind the scenes when they created the game and about like the game leak and stuff. When it leaked. Apparently it's very good. Yo, what up, Lugia? Capture Seraphites. Thick fog on houses, though. I would have to YOLO this one. Assault Rattlers. Hunted WLF. Capture Seraphites. Question mark. Okay. Hunted WLF. Survival there. That's good. Capture WLF on logging camp is good. Assault Seraphites. Assault Rattlers. That's not bad. Let's go bottom one. How's the capture card doing? For now, it's fine. My OBS crashed, though, when I was changing the capture card resolution. Oh, fuck me. It's this one. My OBS crashed. But, yeah, I think that's just, like... I think changing resolution in a capture card when you have OBS open, OBS does not like that at all. But it just makes it into the not like this screen until you're back anyway. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a new capture card. I'm gonna get the new Evermedia one.
Emma, move up!
I got it.
Can't see shit in here.
Let go!
Stay down.
1
Keep it
minute.
up. Copy that. Ow! Ah! 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 Ah!
Get closer!
Bro, just die, man. Come on.
God damn it! Let him go, asshole! Get off! I heard that! Omar!
I mean, what can I do? Yeah, Nucleo. The screams are too real, man. They probably shot someone's arm off to record that. That is the worst map, by the way. That's actually the worst map because it's super claustrophobic. Oh, yeah, you see that in the documentary, yeah.
All right.
Fuck! Alright, let's go. What do we have? Assault with rattlers. Okay. Why choose that? Because I thought it was the other map.
Hey, Ella, thanks for all the great entertainment you brought
Okay.
all of us. All joking and memeing aside,
Yo,
you're amazing.
come on, man.
Thanks for being you, Ella.
Jesus, dude. Thank you, Max. Fuck, you know. Insanely generous, dude. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Gamba? Yeah, Gamba is on.
Hey,
Get your
you.
points in. Can someone help Larksa with OOT? Why, is she stuck in a kid's game? They're gonna encounter that clicker soon. That's a melee over there, so I gotta prioritize this one. Oh!
Watch the infected!
Hey, clicker! Clicker! Clicker, right here! Right here! Right here! I know, fuck, clicker, no! Clicker, he was shooting! I was quiet! Guys, thanks to 18. My man, my fucking man, minus 500k today. Don't worry, you'll get it back this Gamba right here, because I'm beating the boss now.
Let's do it.
Oh. Why am I crouching? Oh. The Hitman super kick incident. Yeah, that one was bad. Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of points gone. Yeah. Alright, let's focus. 3 enemies, assault, just kill them. They don't know where I am. I can get the jump on them.
See anything?
Pretty sure someone's coming over here.
Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring.
No one's here?
Report in, people.
Okay.
We fucking got anything?
They're up there. All right. Oh, there you are. And you have a rifle, so you need to die ASAP. They're, the other two people that are left, I think they're melee people. Yeah, they're both melee.
Right in here!
You.
Pendejo.
True, Sparta. Thanks 4 years. Thank you, dude. And Dexter, thanks 23. My points are down the drain like Cole Phelps. Right.
Holy shit.
You're doing 50 push-ups for each of my deaths? Well, don't worry, little bro. You're not gonna need to do any more push-ups. I'm gonna shoot her leg off, I think, when she peeks on the side behind this counter. Okay. It's gonna be hard to shoot her leg off here. Doesn't matter. What's up? Oh, that guy's a rifle. Gotta be careful. Oh, you actually survived that? Impressive. Normally they... Well, I think you gotta hit a limb, though. It's always like a one-shot with this weapon if you hit a limb, because it just blows the limb right off. Headshots are just not worth it. Because shoot him in the leg, you can always, like, melee kill them instantly. I mean, yeah, it's worth it, like, sometimes. 2 gun users right here.
Talk about disarming.
Up there!
Grab this. One's gonna come through here. Is there blood dropping from above me? Oh, fuck. There is. Nice. Okay, she's on the stairway. I heard that. She's in the stairway. The other guy might be over here trying to sandwich me. But the moment she comes here, she's dead. Oh, there she is. All right. Oh, yeah, I gotta grab his stealth kill for more money. I'll do it right now. Where's your friend? Oh, he's to my left. All right. He's on the stairway.
The hell?
God damn it. I know you're out there!
Oh, it's definitely long enough for a choke out. It's about cutting the oxygen. Or cutting the ass. Oh, I did it. There is definitely enough time, yeah. It's, I think, I think some people think that, like, if you get choked in a chokehold, you can just hold your breath and you're fine. It doesn't work like that. It cuts the blood flow to your brain, so you literally, you pass out. You can't just, like, hold your breath. If you have someone strong, they will cut the blood flow to your brain super fast, and then you pass out. How do I know? Because I did submission wrestling. It's a weird feeling, dude. Every Swede knows that, yeah. Can't your brain hold breath? Nah, you can't, unfortunately. Or he can't. It can't. We used to test that, and feeling super weird. You just start dozing off, yeah. Pipe bomb recipe. Maybe Shiv. It is a lifesaver. I'll buy it. Nice. No, it's like the 4th run my carries. The first run made it to the boss, and then I've just choked the other runs for now. I just threw them. Alright, but now I have some, though. That's Shipping Yard is good. That's a good map. Hunted by Infected Stealth. Assault Seraphites with Lev on Hospital, and I get survival out of it. That's not bad at all. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not good. Not bad. Double Capture Seraphites. I'm going bottom. Bottom. I'm definitely going bottom. Gotta look at a new capture card after stream. Though, this capture card I think is working, but I don't know. That thing where crashed my OBS there was weird. Why am I crouching in the beginning? Oh, you're there. Alright.
No eyes on anything.
Okay.
I don't think it's overheating. It was just not updated. It's updated now, though. Four enemies. Oh, fuck me. Don't come here.
Hey, you.
Let me.
Vales verga.
No, Ari isn't flushed. I'm just doing the Last of Us documentary today. I said I would do it yesterday. So I want to try to beat the roguelike mode, the final character, before I do it. Actually, sitting in that grass there is pretty good for this map.
Hey, you.
Ergvana, big 95. Thank you. Slav again. Thanks 16. It will be RE4 and Atomic Heart DLC tomorrow.
It's them! Where? You're beyond
They whistle? Yeah, they're like a cult or whatever that does that to communicate. Fuck me and my... Fuck. It's fine. It's all good. I got a lot of ammo for this. Lev, can you get this one? Lev?
You better run. Where are you hiding?
Nice. Good ammo. Melee kill 2 enemies. Get healing and more money then. Alright. Yeah, you get movement speed on just this map now. I get movement speed if I stealth kill. Pacific Dry demo? Is it good? Good? Where's Joel? I already finished Joel. It's pretty fast. RE4, it crashed, and on the difficulty I play doesn't autosave. And because I'm watching the Last of Us 2 documentary later, I figured I start watching it in like 15 minutes, like 10 p.m. And then try to finish the roguelike mode. You found me on Acunate. That was my microphone arm. I gotta moisturize it. It's not fire alarm. It's my microphone arm. Oh, that's a rifle user. Gara, move. I mean, Lev. Can you hit him?
They hid in the grass!
They whiffed their shot. Oh, they're gonna try flanking. There he is.
Lost them. Start the hunt. Carve them out.
Alright, we gotta melee kill the last guy. Get more money. Yeah, I look forward to Adam's new game. I look forward to my ass. Good shit. Dude. Zoom in, man. We're gonna talk about this in the documentary, dude. Yeah, documentary today, yeah. Around 10 p.m. in like 50 minutes. So get your snackies ready. I'm not obsessed with gore. I don't know why chat thinks so. I can understand why chat thinks so. I just like when games don't hold back. It's the same thing with movies. That's why I love Korean thrillers. It never holds back. And it doesn't like censor stuff. I like that, you know? It's like Korean thrillers is the same thing. They never hold back.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. Said LR yesterday as he torched dead bodies with a flamethrower. Concerned.
Yeah, but that's cool though. It's a detail they bothered to put into the game. That's what I find so interesting.
LR's not obsessed with gore the same way I'm not obsessed with Taylor Swift. Don't mind chat, LR. Just shake it off.
It's just like it's the same thing. Okay, this is gonna sound super weird, right? Well, you know, like if you have a character, a game character, and you look like under their clothes, it's not because it's dirty. It's because it's interesting to know if they went through the effort of modeling it. Okay, that's the truth. That's why. That's why it's interesting. That's why I find like the gore detail so interesting, because they went into such effort to do it. You know? That makes sense, right?
Stop talking. This is why Sweden is being blocked from joining NATO, Luli.
Hey, you.
It's just interesting, all right? What effort did they go to, you know? Like Nashandra's legs, exactly. That's very interesting. Nashandra is fully modeled under her dress. Something you'd never see. And that shit is interesting, all right?
Hey, you. Hey, you.
Hunted by infected. Time to run.
I recently played through The Last of Us and blew a guy in half with a bomb. It was cool and wild. I looked at it for quite a while.
I know, right? I know, right?
Hey,
and it's the same thing, right? Like, if you shoot someone's arm off in this game, like, they can lay there for like 10 seconds just screaming.
He just keeps on digging.
And that
He's going
shit
to
is
reach
fucking
the center of
awesome.
the earth at this point.
Because, not because of the actual thing that's like happening, because that's awful, right? But the fact that they went into the studio and like, hey, you have to act like your arm just got shut off, right? Someone voice acted that. What emotions did they go through when they voice acted that? That's what I find so interesting. It's not just like, oh, gore, blood. It's all the details around it, you know?
Okay. Maybe not that far. Ella, Jesus.
Like someone sat there and designed this thing.
Yeah, chat. It's not the visuals of the book. It's the artistry that really gets my blood boiling. Feels shame, man.
Fuck me. Oh my god, I lost a ton of health here. Very bald.
I play hentai games, not because I am a Kuma, but because someone had to go in and detail anime genitalia and get the sound design and voice acting.
I mean, yeah, I would totally understand that, though. That's the thing. I know you're making a joke out of it, but I would totally understand that. Like, I actually would. Alfredito, thanks to 84. And Mercy, thanks to the 15. And I just gave Used Panty Sniffer sub. And Kanky Dog, thanks 4. And Dookie, thanks for the app a year.
Hey, you.
Ooh, very nice. Crossbow, it would just end up being cosmetic.
It's called hentai, and it's art moment Lulio.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. Okay, double capture on these. Maybe the crossbow. Who's the balls? Oh, no. No, no, no. No! It's the blow. Oh, it's the bloater. Still kind of mad, though. I'm gonna reroll. Fuck it. I don't know. Trap mines are good, but how much will I actually use it? Sorry, I gotta fix that. I kind of want to. I'm gonna clip that because I want to hear what it sounds like. Kind of mad though. I'm gonna reroll. Fuck it. I don't know. Trap mines are good, but how much will I actually use it? It's not that bad. It's fine. I'm gonna fix it, but still, you know. All right, here we go. Oh, you'd never want to choose a holdout. Is the worst. Takes 5 seconds to fix it. No, because I don't have any WD-40 or whatever. I think I don't even know what part is squeaking. Okay, it's this part. I know which part.
Okay, I'm ready.
Olive oil? That would maybe work. Probably would work. That's 7 enemies I gotta kill. Were these Seraphites? That means bow. They gotta be around here. They have to be. Oh yeah, shield up. Thank you. I actually shouldn't have. Well, I should have. Yeah, no, I should have.
All of this talk of gore made me think of that video, One Guy 1 GL Feels Good Man. You know the one I'm talking about. I just remembered, so now you have to remember it
Did
too,
you see that?
chat.
It was a shotgun inside the...
Hey, you.
No, I don't. But thank you. And Niobe, thanks 47. Alright. Don't get distracted. Let's go. Focus. I could just sit in here and kill them all, I think. I have pipe bombs and everything. I could, yeah. It's a good room, this one. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Where are they? Oh, wait, I see one. Wait, do I? Oh, yeah, that is a guy. Wait, that's the safeguarding guy. He's always in there. So where the fuck is all the other 6 people?
Hey, you.
Behind here will be really good, I think.
Sal de aquí.
RE4 mod continues tomorrow along with Atomic Heart DLC. I want to squeeze in some Tekken. I gotta see if Tekken works today. Capture card has them frozen, which is really nice. Come on, you're gonna come in here, aren't you? Oh shit, you could come from above. Someone else is in there. There's one. Okay. Come on. These enemies are insanely passive.
Hey, you.
This is really sus. Oh, there you are. Please. Fuck. I don't want to go here. One bad angle and I'm dead. Run, come this way. Okay, I see you. What? How is miss? I shot you right in the... How is miss? Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Healing. This is good though. Maybe they'll actually come here now. They'll all die in this room, no doubt.
Just keep walking.
They're gonna come in here, right? You know that I'm here. Oh, I can't get impatient. That's how you die in this mode.
Right over there!
Fucker.
Now they said in that house. There you are. No, 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 no. Come back. Come in. Come in here. Fuck me. This is fuckity. That was really bad. Can you please come in here? I need you all to come in. Yeah, good. Come on. Come on. You know you want to get in here. Yoshka! Oh my god, there's 3 here! This is not go-
Keep going.
This is not going the way I planned. I lost all my... They must have patched that or something. They don't come in there. Which is really weird. Maybe it's because it's capture. I don't know. Did I just see the enemies in a white flash? Like wall hack? You're supposed to get your foot shot off there, but I guess you can cheat too. Fucking cheater. Oh my god, they're actually all cheaters. I'm throwing. Oh my god, what a throw, bro. Stop, man. Okay, now that the last one is here. Well, it's not like I came in craft medkits, though. Oh, I'm going.
Hey, you.
Last one is just gonna camp the safe, so I can just run around and loot.
Just keep walking.
What? Okay, it's not bad. Maybe some snacks for healing. Very good. Oh. 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 Where is Nems 38? Why are you asking me? Chilling at home? Maybe? Out in London rizzing? I don't know. Stop. Kinox? Alright, I'm mega looted.
Puta madre.
That was a nasty shot. Alright, good. Puta madre. Oh my god. C? I've never even seen C before. I think that's the first time. I thought B was the highest, was the worst you could get.
All right.
I gotta run to the ball room before I do the next part. This has to be the one right now. It's gotta be the one. What up, Cliffy? Hold up real fast. Oh.
Hey, you.
Mm. Mm. Chippy chippy chappa chappa doobie doobie dabba dabba. Hell yeah. Oh! It's another health upgrade. Max health? Alright. Good. Ah, bald. Not super good. Oh my god, I had a full crowbar too. Oh my god. Well, it's not, it doesn't really matter. I got everything I need. Burst fire I need, yeah. You just discovered that people born in 97 are Zoomers too? Yeah. Yeah. Giga Giggles, thanks to the 54. I see you linked me the Gothic 3 battle theme. I know that URL by heart. I literally have like a 60+ month sub that his name is literally Gothic 3 URL. What do we got? Capture Resort Surf Fights. Alright. And then boss fight. Now that's Lifeline. Shit, were they gonna spawn in there? Okay, yeah.
Ready to go.
I should
Hey,
shoot
you.
them here and then run up there where there's only one path they can come. It's really strong. Oh, fucking hell, that's a lot of enemies.
What the? It's an ambush!
Hey, you.
It's good. Lies of P Deathless, man. I gotta finish the fucking Dark Souls 3 run first. I actually think DS3. I actually. I actually feel like DS3 is like my least favorite. Maybe it's just what I'm feeling now. It's just something with the combat. I don't know. It's weird. Doesn't mean it's bad, by the way. I don't even know if it's the way I actually feel. But right now, it almost feels like that. Yeah, it's something with the combat feeling light. I think so, yeah. Like, combat-wise, I'm thinking now. Our game is very beautiful. No, I mean just DS3 overall, not the challenge, just overall, like, combat-wise. I feel like, yeah, it's a little bit, like, light. Actually, I should try a great sword thing in DS3. I feel like I've never played DS3 with a great sword. I love great swords in these games. Cheepy cheepy choopy choopy dooby dooby dabba dabba.
In here! Pendejo.
Last guy is by the safe. Oh, wait, was he right above me? What the fuck?
God.
See what I'm talking about? Shit's messed up, yo. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Philip Mario. Thank you. It took me a while to understand Bratwurst. You're messed up. Health upgrade for the boss now. But this is also a one-shot kill if the boss gets to you. Oh, that is bad. Okay, very good. I'm nervous. It's boss fight now. It's definitely doable. Fuck, I can't get reload speed on that. Why? Let's go. Final attempt, then documentary chat. Here we go. Oh wait, it's the wait. This is the garage bloater. I thought it was the arcade bloater. I know how to do this boss fight. Where is she? There should be an enemy left, and I don't know where she is. The reason you die in this boss fight is if you leave ads alive, because they grab you from behind cars, and then the boss catches up and one-shots you. Why did you swap? Swap back. Okay, I think we're good. Kite him closer so I can bomb them all when they spawn. Phase 2? He's gonna throw shit now. You get hit by this, you get one shot. Believers, baby, let's go!
Fuck!
A roll call. I got a trophy for finishing everyone. Nice. Yes. All right. Nice. Dunzo. Oh, good, Flick. I actually gotta go get my food before the documentary now. Yeah, that's one of the easiest fights in the run. There is another fight where it's 2 Giga Seraphites, but they are that fight's extremely cosmetic if you have if you're loaded on Molotovs or bombs, because they spawn right in front of you, right next to each other. So you just chuck infinite bombs on them, and then they die immediately. Super easy. All right, let's go. The documentary, huh? Just realized my monitor is 60 hertz. Cool. At least I think it is. Wait, you can watch a documentary inside the game? Can you? Oh, what? I didn't know that. Oh. Okay, well then I'm doing that. That's gonna be the best quality. Oh no, I'm on 144 hertz. It's just yeah, in that option there. No, I'm definitely on 144. All right, cool. Let's go. Is YouTube better? I don't know what quality is on YouTube. Let's see. Last of Us 2 Grounded documentary. I'm guessing Naughty Dog uploaded it. Oh, the quality is amazing there. It's 144, yeah. It's probably easier on YouTube anyways because it's easier to pause and all that, so. Yeah, if you can't pause, it's better. I'm just gonna do it on YouTube. We're doing YouTube, yeah. YouTube even has 4K. Here it is. I am not keeping chat on screen for this one because, yeah. Yeah, it's in 4K right now. I'm gonna go get my dinner super fast. A little movie night. Yeah, this is a Grounded 2 Making The Last of Us Part 2. They cover the leaks and everything in this one, apparently. Or I saw it in a trailer, yeah. They definitely do. So, this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Oh, I'm just gonna get my food. Hold up. Oh, Neil Cockman. Ah! Ah.
Peapod.
Alright. What the fuck? I don't know what category I should be on Twitch for this. Is it? Oh god. Tekken 8. Yeah, I guess just chatting. That's very true. This will be just chatting. Alright, let's watch it, chat. I'm starting. Hope you got your snackies. 4K quality. No chat on. We're Gucci. Time to go. I've heard good things about this one. It's like a found footage thing. Okay. That's what it
Okay.
looks like.
Thank you all for what is about to be a very long presentation. So Anthony and I ran some numbers, and to our best guess, The Last of Us Part 2 is 10 to 30% longer than Last of Us Part 1. However, this is the most detailed story presentation we've ever done. Like, if you think about the presentation for T1, where we kind of talk about the quarantine zone in somewhat detail, even though most of it changed. And then it's like, and here are some things that might happen with Joel and Ellie. They might go into a spore-filled subway tunnel. They might fight some cannibals. At some point, Joel will get incapacitated. This has everything figured out, even though it might change. Every character is accounted for. Every cinematic is accounted for in this presentation, which means it's going to feel twice as long as the first game. So when you freak out, that's normal. That's part of this. Oh, this is about an hour and a half to 2 hours, so hopefully you got your pee break. Okay. So we open on 15-year-old Ellie. This is a few weeks after the events of the first game.
Story spoilers. Oh, for 1 and 2.
There's a doorway leading down to this basement, and Ellie sees Tommy, and he's just finished climbing out of this basement, and he's hurt bad, and he's rambling about something, needing to go after these people. Ellie's trying to ask him what happened, where's Joel, and he doesn't make any sense to her, and she starts to go downstairs. Tommy grabs her hand and tries to stop her, but he's too weak. She rips her arm away, and she heads down. And with each step, her heart races faster and faster as she sees this trail of blood. She opens the door, revealing Joel's mutilated body. And then shock just sets in, and she screams and tries to grab his body, and Dina comes and rips her away, and on that cacophony of sounds, silence. Oh, we're just getting started.
Oh, electric scooters. Summer 2013.
I've been working on this game since we finished. Well, really been thinking about it since we finished The Last of Us.
So many people were like, Last of Us 1 is so perfect. It should never have a sequel. They shouldn't make a sequel.
They're like, oh, it wrapped up super great. But I think actually, if you look at the ending,
Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
Ellie is accepting a lie.
I swear.
Okay.
she has a very good bullshit detector. She knows something doesn't feel right, but I think is too scared at that point to ask.
How long can you really live with accepting a lie like that?
The Last of Us feels like an origin story for this survivor in this post-apocalyptic world.
Die.
Seeing like how Ellie has become such a strong, unique character, it really felt like, you know, if we were to do a sequel, it'd be a shame for it not to focus on her.
Move the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. I reckon you'd really like that. What do you say, huh?
Joel, he's gonna teach Ellie to play guitar. So that always felt like that's just this like unanswered promise that like was kind of lingering at the end of the first game. We did this thing called One Night Live, where we had the actors come on stage and reenact certain scenes.
Huh.
So you say we get you to the Fireflies. What happens next?
Marlene, she said that they have their own little quarantine zone, and that doctors are still trying to find a cure.
I wrote this new scene that takes place after the
I'm
ending of
watching
The
on
Last of
YouTube.
Us, but it was only shown to people in the audience. Like, we cut off the stream right before we showed them the scene.
If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely
Oh, the one I
lose
like, you mean? Okay.
myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. Our future days of you and me. She's yours.
No, I don't know the first thing about this.
Hey, I promised you I'd teach you how to play.
That scene ends with Ellie holding the guitar and playing one note. And that image was so strong in my mind that I'm sure that kind of trickled into this idea of this trailer.
Oh, yeah.
So I started working on some concept art, kept fleshing out the story. And as it felt like it was kind of gaining momentum, Uncharted 4 needed all hands on deck.
Naughty Dog had always made one game, and as soon as it finishes one game, it works on another. When I started on Uncharted 3, we were starting to experiment then with trying to do 2 teams. After we finished Uncharted 3, I jumped onto Uncharted 4. At some point in time, Uncharted 4 was coming down to the wire, and it's just, we had to shift resources, and pretty much everyone just ended up on Uncharted, trying to finish it up.
So I said, okay, before I come on like in full force on Uncharted 4, I just want to capture this trailer.
Bro, the amount of work that goes into a fucking game, man. Yeah, Uncharted 4 is insane. Technical masterpiece.
Said I walk beside the still waters and they restore my soul, but I can't walk on the path of the right, 'cause I'm wrong.
During the entire production of Uncharted 4,
Hey, you.
that's all I could think about. I had a lot of investment in Uncharted 4, but the day we were done with Uncharted 4, I went right back to that trailer to wrap it up. Anything for this shot that's still happening?
Not in animation.
Of the shadow of death.
This one feels kind of strong to me. Drawing a lot of attention. Can we tone that down?
Yep.
Thank you, JV, for
Actually,
the
my
19.
biggest fear with this announcement is that it leaks early. More than anything, I have nightmares about this trailer leaking early before we get to PSX.
Ah. Yikes.
If we're gonna surprise people, PSX The PlayStation experience hasn't set itself up yet as a place where big titles get revealed. That's E3. We're revealing the Uncharted single-player content at the opening of the show.
You're late. I thought you were professional. Oh, you should relax. You'll live longer.
I haven't played this, actually. I've played 1, 2, 4, but not Lost
No one's
Legacy.
going to expect a second Naughty Dog title to be revealed in the same press conference.
Please welcome to the stage, Sean Layden.
There's one more special unveil we have for you tonight. Please enjoy.
When we first revealed The Last of Us, the Naughty Dog logo came up and the crowd erupted, and it was such a high that's almost been like chasing the dragon, like wanting to recapture that feeling.
Oh my God. Why does this look like the Last of Us, dude?
Playing it at this surprising moment, I'm hopeful it will have a similar feel.
Yeah, I cover reactions top right.
What are you doing, kiddo?
People outside the studio have such an attachment to the first game, and I've definitely seen fears about not wanting to make a sequel because somehow if it's bad, it will tarnish your feeling about the first game.
I'm gonna find. And I'm gonna kill. Every last one of them.
We're doubling down on those fears and not calling it The Last of Us some subtitle. It's The Last of Us Part 2 to say it's all one story. The concept for the sequel had to feel compelling enough, have enough weight that felt like, okay, this is an experience worth creating, worth spending the next 3 years on. I became really intrigued with the idea of the cycle of violence and how like certain events would trigger acts of violence that then would beget more acts of violence.
It's almost never satisfying. It never brings the person you love back. And despite you thinking it's going to bring some closure, it doesn't.
We just need more empathy. Wouldn't it be awesome if we could create an experience that lets you safely explore those feelings? With that theme, all of a sudden everything fell into place and this outline emerged. The whole catalyst for what starts the second game is Joel killing the doctor. That feeds right back in that idea of that cycle of violence. Now it sets up this whole kind of sequence of events. We're gonna start the game where you're playing a new character. That sequence ends with this character killing Joel. And we really have to paint her as this monster. Then when you play the next chunk of the game and you're Ellie and you're gonna pursue justice, quote unquote, and you're gonna go kill this entire crew, we're gonna go back in time and show you that same sequence of events, this character that you saw as a monster, to now get you to see things from her perspective. And how this crew is a bunch of people trying to survive in this world. And they have their reasons for pursuing and finding Joel and killing him. And the story was becoming very epic and ambitious. And I had a few parts that I was kind of stuck on. And I felt like to kind of shake things up, I wanted to bring in another writer.
All right.
I thought it was a very thoughtful story about violence and obsession. He had Abby, sort of like this girl who was the daughter of the doctor. And that Ellie would go on this vengeance quest. And when he was like, and then Ellie actually kills Abby, I was like, what? You're gonna... Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Not only is she contributing in a lot of ways, I feel like she's challenging what this story can be. She's wanted to add more romantic intimacy between the characters. Those are areas that I've been, I don't know, more uncomfortable writing that stuff. After the first day, she was telling me that she went home and told her husband that, I think I just got Ellie's girlfriend pregnant, because that was her big idea the first day, and that had this trickle-on effect and actually added a lot to the story.
Ellie is this very relatable character. I thought she was a perfect vehicle to challenge this notion that violence doesn't have a cost, because it does have a cost in reality. It's going to ruin this girl. You know, people love Joel and Ellie, and we are about to kill one and make the other one a villain.
I was very nervous telling Troy we're gonna kill off Joel. In the first game, he was advocating that Joel should die.
When I read the ending to part 1, I was like, you're gonna piss a lot of people off.
Let me go.
Marlene is the closest thing to a parent that Ellie has had outside of Joel.
You just come after her.
A lot of people got hurt, and Marlene would be one of those people.
Joel has crossed these moral lines, and therefore he deserves to die, and he thought it might be a more dramatic ending. And I was like, no, you're crazy. But then in the second game, that's why I was thought oh, he would take it pretty easily.
He goes, so Joel dies, and he's like, so this happens, and then and I literally had to stop. I was like, can you give me just a second? Because it literally was as if someone was telling me about how my friend had just died.
I think he kind of took it hard. It was like the character meant so much to him. We're gonna kill off this character. His role is gonna be much smaller on this one.
All of a sudden, it was, please don't take this from me yet.
Ellie is scared to be alone. Everybody that she's loved up until that point, she's lost them.
It's hard to imagine the story without Joel dying. You feel that hate, Ellie feels that hate. You're one-to-one, you're on the stick, and that informs the rest of the story.
This way, come on!
Oh.
You okay?
Thank you, Dean, for the 44, bro.
We get you through interactivity to really connect and empathize with this character.
Don't act like you
Oh, this scene is awful.
And then make you
It's
feel
so
like
disturbing.
I've led Joel to a trap.
Nick Knight, thanks 87, bro.
When we started out making Last of Us Part 2, Neil actually wanted to be very ambitious about changing the game almost entirely. In the first 4 or 5 months, the game was actually kind of an open world, inspired by Bloodborne. And it was purely melee focused,
wow.
it was all hand-to-hand combat.
Cool.
It wasn't just the melee combat, we were also looking at sort of layout structure. Bloodborne had a very sort of an open space that sort of kept getting bigger and bigger as you explored. I really like that feeling that you get of mastery over the world. It starts to become kind of almost a character in the game itself. And so that was also something we were looking at.
We started out making it as different as humanly possible from the first game as we could, and then kind of dialing it back. The open world thing didn't work with the story that we were trying to tell and stuff.
So in pre-production, we spent a lot of time just doing setups. Self-contained sort of units that tried to expound on a single sort of idea. Trying to start out with sort of simple shapes and building up to more complex shapes. And starting out with one or two mechanics and building up to those mechanics.
Hey! Even our experiments, we try to add like as much context as we can. Like we establish a goal that you're going to be going for. We establish beats so that there's like an emotional journey, the stakes are raised. Figuring out some traversal stuff, a lot of climbing and balance beams and seeing how far we can sort of push in that direction without it getting over the top like Uncharted.
More sort of verticality, more use of grass and stealth.
My name is Arnaldo Licea.
And what do you do here?
I do design.
I don't know. How long have you been doing that?
A day.
A day?
I got an opportunity to work in QA, and that was a great learning experience. I shipped The Last of Us and Uncharted 4.
The thing I'm proudest of is the people who came in to a quality assurance job as a contractor, which is entry-level work, and used that job to get to where they ultimately wanted to be.
When I interviewed for the QA position, I specifically said that my goal was to be a designer.
He had formed this relationship with design where they knew they could rely on him, spending his free time designing a demo, and at the same time, him going to them and not being like, here's 50 bugs you need to fix. He went to them and was like, what do you need? How do I help you? What kind of bugs do you need? And for their part, they embraced him and were like, why don't we show you how to lay out nav mesh?
I am anxious to prove myself. There is
Good
no
for him,
baby
man.
when you start. It just hits the ground running. If I don't cut it, I go back to QA or find something else. We're trying to figure out at the moment how we handle big spaces, bigger than the first game.
The enemies are so like too spread out to be really considered like one single small encounter. And seeing what behaviors we need to start developing for them to make it look good.
The opening of Seattle, that whole section was pretty slow and quite linear in the level design.
Let's assume that there's guys in this building, someone's starting to shoot at me from the second floor. So, okay, if I'm on the horse and I'm getting shot at, I can't take cover with the horse, so probably first thing I'm going to do is jump off. And that's slow and clumsy, and maybe we can make that faster. It's like, but once I jump off, I'm going to want to take cover behind something. It's like, okay, I'm taking cover. Now what the fuck do I do with this horse? I assume the enemies are going to shoot at it.
would
If
have
they don't,
shipped
that's
this
kind
version.
of weird. Does Dina ride off with the horse to help it stay safe? Well, that sucks because I'm trying to build a relationship with Dina, and if my partner leaves me, that makes me like her less. I'm like, okay, so Dina has to get off the horse and take cover with me and help me engage with the enemies. Okay, but the horse is still there, so what happens with this horse? Does it ride off on its own in order to like protect itself and then come back after? Oh, that feels too intelligent for a horse. That seems a little funny. As soon as there's range combat, the horse kind of makes it fall apart. What if we did this whole sequence on foot? How do I approach this building? Imagine this is more dense with cars and ferns and interesting ways for me to close this distance. Maybe when I get close enough, two militia guys come out. I have this little firefight with this front before I could rush forward and go into this building, climb up, and take out the sharpshooter that was harassing me. Really simple, small fight. Now there's tension. Guys can come from anywhere, like from this rooftop, from these windows.
And that really inspired us to take some pretty drastic changes as far as the flow
inserting more combat, opening up the layout to give the player more options as far as they explore the city. You can imagine this as being kind of the hub with it poking into streets, and I could go into the streets and explore and find those locations, what we're kind of calling dungeons. So that's the plan. Some of these changes are big, but it got us excited. This feels like a true evolution of T1 as far as...
Wait, did it say
going
Dina
more
puke moment? I
systemic
missed
and giving
that.
you options.
If there's concern, it's about scale, it's about scope, it's about can we actually build this thing?
The scope is always bigger than the last game. It always has been. It always will be, probably. But this scope on this game is something pretty extraordinary.
Everyone seems to agree that the thing we're building is going to be cool. Once it's done, it's just that it's such a big game.
It is a long-ass game.
Our games have become more and more ambitious, and the studio has gotten a lot bigger.
When I started here, we were 40 people. Now we're over 300. You can't handle that many people with a flat hierarchy. As we grew, we've had to introduce new titles just to control management, control communication, make sure things don't fall through the cracks.
We have no producers at Naughty Dog.
There's so many talented people here that you can rely on and lean on. It makes the game better. And that's really kind of the secret sauce of Naughty Dog, is how collaborative it is.
You find the right people who really want to do the best they can possibly do, and then you kind of give them the resources to try. You're getting what you asked for as a creative person, right? You're kind of getting the freedom to go as far as you can go, but sometimes I think we need to be saved from ourselves a little bit.
With The Last of Us 2, there's a real sense of opportunity. This is going to be a much cleaner production than we've done in the past. We're going to get it right this time.
This is the first project that has had the proper pre-production period, where we have locked down, for the most part, the story beginning, middle, and end before we started production. That hasn't happened. I don't know if that has ever happened, now that I think about it.
It's a very, very messy process, which is, again, why it's a lot of times really difficult to schedule. I think right now we are planning on springtime of 2018. So when springtime 2018 comes around, The Last of Us 2 isn't in stores, you can look back at this and say, well, I guess their plan wasn't exactly set in stone.
When did it come out? I don't remember.
Historically, we've done very poorly at
Was it June 2020?
Without the pressure of an external deadline.
Every time we have some showing of our games, if it's going to be seen publicly, it's got to be one of the best looking playing things in the industry. For example, the first trailer was coming online, and that forced us to define the look of our game, define the location of where the game takes place, define Ellie's look and her age and her hair and her outfit. We're forced to make those choices. We can't just keep iterating because there's a deadline.
We want to try and schedule the game using these milestones as soon as possible.
Which means we got to keep the marketing rolling, which means next E3, 6 months away, we need to look at a gameplay demo.
E3,
it's always been the biggest and most extravagant showing of the game industry. There's something special about the energy of E3.
We need to figure out what the gameplay is, because right now it's just we've got a bunch of like cool prototypes and stuff like that, so it's scary. But we work well under pressure.
We're hoping to be really aggressive and show at E3 2017 just to really kick the project into gear as fast as humanly possible.
We want to break it up into a roughly 2-minute cinematic, a flashback sequence that will set kind of emotional context for what will then go into a 5-minute gameplay sequence. We want to do this festival within Jackson. Like there'll be like a live band, and we're just seeing people lively having fun.
And for the crowd, are you thinking 30 plus people?
Frank says we could do a 30 variation. I think we can make that work with 30.
Yeah.
Dina pulls Ellie onto the dance floor. Ellie's dancing with her, is making all these guys jealous, and then Dina says, "You want to make them really jealous?" And she leans over and kisses her. And on that, we do a hard cut to Ellie in the middle of the woods. So the idea is we shouldn't see any buildings, just woods, water, ankle-deep water rushing underneath her.
What about rain? Are we still doing rain?
I haven't discussed it with the other guys, but
That demo that we show externally for the very first time is setting the bar for the rest of development. But the problem is we're also working on Uncharted 4 Lost Legacy.
So E3 is June 13th, which means probably we want to be done, what, like 2 weeks before that, which is 4.5 months from now.
With Lost Legacy shipping at around the same time of E3, there are shared resources between the two projects.
Especially sound and particle effects, so they were all on Uncharted.
When it comes to the polish phase, both we're polishing this and that and SPDLC at the same time. I don't think there's any specific item that needs to be worked on, but I think there's going to be programmer time doing both those things. And
there are going to be times when it's like this needs polishing in E3 and this needs polishing in SPDLC, and like we're going to have to compromise at times maybe.
We kind of just didn't have it at the forefront of our minds that, yeah, they're frickin' shipping a video game. It's literally the hardest part of making the game is shipping it. And we were trying to ship a demo, the second hardest thing you can do, at the same time, and sharing a lot of their resources.
So one thing would be helpful is to find out what are the items that you feel like you're most worried about. Like, let's say rain. We could do this thing without rain. So if that helps you a ton, we can make the decision now to remove rain.
Let's do like a little filter in front of the camera.
Well, if she's going swimming, then
easy.
Get around that, right?
How about no swimming?
Puts on a cap.
if her hair.
I got like a really clear energy of the meeting, which was how do we shrink it? It was such an impossible task. You can't help but start feeling some doubt, some anxiety about the leadership, not understanding the logic of it. You know, I think like anybody else here, I was definitely ready to roll up my sleeves and figure it out.
Alright guys, we're gonna try to keep this pretty short. I guess. So after yesterday's meeting, there were a lot of side conversations, and there was sort of a sentiment about how much work there was to get not only this demo done to ship the Lost Legacy, and it matched up with feelings that we were having. So we started discussing the responsibility of actually attempting this, and started to feel that it was a little bit irresponsible. That if we were to try to meet both these deadlines, we could probably do it, but we would end up doing a lesser job on both projects, both deadlines, than we would if we were doing them individually. And feels like they're both important enough.
It's crunching time, man.
To attention. So the conclusion that definitely is there is that the demo that was discussed yesterday will not be presented at E3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does it mean that our main point should be just focusing on more shipping before?
The Lost Legacy?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, we should still try to. We don't, like I said, just want to just completely halt work on this, and all hands on deck on Lost Legacy.
The idea is still to finish the demo, just to give us a buffer, so that these two deadlines aren't overlapping. Okay. It's just now we have more time to work on this demo properly without the pressure.
Once that meeting happened, it was just like, right, of course. I'm not in the Twilight Zone. It makes sense not to do this. It felt really nice seeing the leadership kind of having the team's back and seeing the logic of the situation in front of them.
That's it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Is the meeting from Software about Elden Ring DLC?
Are you pissed off?
Am I pissed off? No. What am I? I guess in one sense it's relieved, because there was concern of whether we could hit the quality that we know we need to hit for both Lost Legacies and for what was going to be our E3 demo.
They've done a documentary for the first game title, so yeah.
I was excited to get this demo done and get it out there and get the reaction, but now it's going to have to happen at some other point.
What we've decided to do is deliver the demo at around the same time, but that's going to be purely internal, and the demo won't be 100% shippable. Gameplay and design and animation are going to be locked in June. Then we back off, We finish Lost Legacy, and then resources free up to finish the particle effects, the lighting, and the sound. And then we ship just the glossiest, best-looking demo you've ever seen. We burn that to a disc at the beginning of January, and then we don't touch it again. And nobody sees it until E3. It's going to be really interesting to see if we can really, really commit to being done, 5 months, 6 months in advance of E3, and not be tempted to say like, it could be a little better, let's go back. And we really just need to have the discipline not to do that.
But that then left us as like, okay, what's our next marketing beat? What are we going to show next from this game?
So now we have a new plan where we're going to release a cinematic around PSX time. I think we're going to do it at the Paris Game Show.
This seemed like a pretty intriguing scene to introduce Abby. That whole scene is going to be our next marketing beat. And then we're not going to say much about it, about how this fits into the game, where it fits into the game.
It's a good scene. It's scary.
Abby evolved over time, and if you look at the concept art, like the character looked very different than where we've ended up.
Interesting. Huh.
I don't remember at what point we decided to go with someone like really kind of muscular and broad, but I remember once the idea came up, it felt very fresh.
Oh my god,
project.
shut the fuck
PW
up!
with promo winter 25.
We sort of nailed down the body of Abby. We played around with different ideas of how we wanted to accentuate her arms or not.
And there's something interesting in Abby feeling a lot like Joel.
So when I got cast,
It was a bot.
Neil was like joking around, and he's like, "You should probably beef up in order to play her." And I'm like, "Ha ha ha, yeah, it's mocap, whatever." And he goes, "No, really, you should probably beef up to play her." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. I should totally start deadlifting as much as possible." So I did, and I was training like crazy, and then I got pregnant. What are you gonna do?
We need to separate her from Ellie. It shouldn't feel like I'm playing a reskinned Ellie, that Abby should, in many ways, look, behave, fight differently.
Abby's fighting style is awesome. It's so satisfying.
So in gameplay, we've discussed, well, she needs to have different upgrade trees. It means we have to make the investment of capturing a whole different moveset for Abby. We can't just remap Ellie's animation onto Abby.
No.
Holy fuck.
Abby has a fear of height. There's stuff we're doing with the camera to make you feel vertigo.
Oh.
And that helps build empathy. It makes this character real.
We let you both live, and you wasted it.
She's aesthetically a very intriguing and iconic and powerful character.
Abby, who are these kids? They saved my life. Can you take a look at her?
Once she's killed Joel, what is Abby's motivation? What is she trying to achieve? Her redemption is really taking care of Yara and Lev, these two kids that are from a warring faction.
You know, she has been taught to hate them. There is an inherent xenophobic reaction to them. It's about saying, can you come to love your enemy?
Scars built all this? Seraphites. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
These are kids that grew up in a very different context as Ellie, and, how they live their lives and experience the world is totally different.
Got your present. I'm getting really attached to Lev. He's been able to keep his head up despite losing so much himself in a world that is so harsh. We're taking too long.
Can't move any faster. I won't do your sister any good if we're both dead.
I really like his dynamic with Abby. Her having this, fucking brassy little sidekick who calls her on her shit in a way that nobody else can.
What's going on between you and your friend Owen?
Oh my god, Lev, now?
It seemed really awkward.
Just go!
Who understands the sort of sense of being orphaned in the way that a lot of people can't.
How long have you two been on the run for?
2 days.
What the hell did you do?
I shaved my head.
They want to kill a little boy because he shaved his head.
I am not trans, so It's a very delicate thing to tell a story of an experience that I've not had. And that's something that we want to take seriously.
Did you hear what they called me? Yeah.
Do you want to ask me about it?
Do you want me to ask you about it?
No.
Okay.
It's really about
No.
trying to create a multifaceted character who is trans, and that is absolutely trying to create a multifaceted character.
Oh, that's how I thought you said multi-faced. Multi-faced. Multifaceted?
Character who is trans, and that is absolutely an important part of who he is, but also a part of who he is.
Learn something new.
Not the whole of who he is.
Multi-faced makes sense.
As far as the Paris cutscene, I'm pretty stressed out. We have 13 days, less than 2 weeks to finish this thing, and there are still some big ticket items.
Yeah, it's multi and then face. Multi-face.
Lost Legacy turned out to be a much bigger project than we originally envisioned, but now that it's done, everyone is now on board.
We've got the Greenlight demo done.
She's putting on quite the show.
It's very real. We're in full production now, so I guess that's the short of it, is we're in full production now.
Hey everybody, PlayStation's live at Paris Games Week 2017. We've got a huge show for you starting now.
Wow, what a great way to open Paris Games Week. Let's have the first in-depth look.
This was 7
at
years
a
ago,
much anticipated,
by the way.
An exclusive title.
Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2. Please, please. Please be Last of Us 2.
Our fans, they want to know every last thing about what's going to be in this game.
Is this The Last of Us?
Neil has taken the way, he kind of creates an arc or like this sense of drama, this kind of sense of mystery or like dramatic tension, and crazily has brought it to marketing.
I view marketing as part of the game. It's very calculated what we put out there and how we want you to connect different marketing assets. When we first released the teaser trailer, too many people right off the bat said Joel is dead.
The blown out light really fucked us in a way I don't think any of us saw coming.
We actually underestimated our audience a little bit. They're so sophisticated now, so you have to get more sophisticated, like how am I still gonna surprise players and viewers?
You start on characters you've never seen before in a world that like could be The Last of Us, could be anything. That creates like a really, really cool sense of tension.
At no point are we gonna market that you play as this other character.
What is this? Yo, that looks good though.
I was so excited about working on it and I couldn't say anything. It was so rough.
Oh, is she gonna cut a baby out of her belly?
And then Uncharted 4, you find a comic book that shows Ellie's mom pregnant. So people already had theories that Last of Us Part 2 was gonna have Ellie's mom. Oh, if we just kind of black out the letters, she has the same number of letters as Anna, Ellie's mom's name, we'll get people to think this is Ellie's mom.
Oh my god. Girl's got a good... That hammer's from the Outbreak poster.
So we had that poster with the forearm of a character you've never seen before, with this like kind of wolf's head in the background. What does that mean? Kind of like prompting this mystery.
You want people to feel like they figured everything out and then
Well, they
have the
posted on
story
the
surprise them.
Twitter of season 2, wasn't it?
Man, if this is The Last of Us 2, bro, I'm gonna go crazy. Oh my god. Last of Us 2? Yes! Yes! Yes, bitch! Yes! I fucking knew it!
Everything that we put out there is shaping expectation. And then the final game, hopefully, if we do our job right, should subvert those expectations in an interesting way. We knew we were pushing boundaries with that cinematic. We are making a violent game. We're not going to shy away from how violent it is. It is
Very
part of
violent.
what we're trying to say.
And I thought it was a great discussion initially about what is the appropriate level of violence. When is something so violent that it just turns you off where you just don't want to experience it at all? I like that they were wrestling with those things. I didn't like some of the insinuations about the trailer being misogynistic towards the female characters.
I don't think this story ever glorifies violence against women. There's no bias towards women or men. It just so happens that the two protagonists of this story are female, and therefore that's what you're going to see the most of.
There has to be fail states in video games, which means a character has to be capable of being hurt.
The death scenes are...
So does that mean that there can be no female protagonists in video games? Because that feels super sexist to me. And frankly, like, women are the victims of violence, and don't we want to see women fucking fight back once in a while?
Oh yeah, that's when they crush her arm with a hammer. Ugh,
That
nasty.
character, her hand getting hurt, it has consequences for hours of gameplay to come.
One article even like asked the question, were any women involved in the making of this? And it's like, yeah, the co-writer, the lead character designer, the lead character artist, all the actresses that worked on that scene.
It looks so goofy with this.
That's so fucking... Here's what I hate about that article. I'm sorry. Do a modicum of fucking research. Just a modicum. Just a modicum of research.
They do it
just
for
like a little bit
clicks.
before you put something out there to suggest that no woman could have worked on this
But
because
they
of
do
the
it for
level of
clicks.
violence,
Clicks.
because there was
That's how
violence
they
against
work.
women, because it is a video game, is so fucking sexist. I like watching graphic violence. Does that make me less female?
Let's go! Graphic violence.
I like having a conversation about what power is. Does that make me less fucking female? I like working at a video game. I like playing video games. Does that make me less fucking female? Like, suck a dick. Don't put that in. I can't. I can't. Neil's gonna say put it in, but don't. I also don't represent all women, but I represent, like, I can represent this and say, I fucking wrote this. I wrote this. Like, I literally wrote the sentence, and then Yara eviscerates eviscerates his esophagus from his throat. I wrote that sentence. That is in the script, and I fucking stand by it. I'm afraid of being turned into a token rather than the truth, which is like, we're being thoughtful about the female narrative. These characters are more than just their vaginas. If you want to have a serious debate about feminism in video games and female depiction of violence, and you need to not see it as a binary conversation. It is an incredibly nuanced conversation. You cannot make blatant statements, and you cannot make presumptions. Fucking do your homework. I'm right here. I'm tweeting.
Xing now. Grounded violence? Are they gonna go into the gore now? Oh shit! Yeah. it looks
The
good.
tone of the violence in the game has always been important to portray as realistically as possible.
Our job outside of just drawing up concepts is really pushing our reference pipeline to make sure that the character artists are getting the most realistic examples of whatever they're working on. We can't find
This is awesome.
certain things, so we make the reference ourselves.
Simulating brain on wall.
1, 2, 3.
How does
Yeah!
that fall down?
What does canvas look like when it's soaked in blood?
They do this super good in the game. When if you shoot someone in the head and they're next to a wall, like it looks so good, dude.
Splashing
They
blood
fucking
on
nailed
them, dripping blood on them.
Nice.
We put down some wet mud, pooled blood onto it to see how blood would react to a wet dirt surface. So there's like little pieces of grass and like twigs and things that carry through. Like there's actually movement following the edge.
One of the animators got a piece of lamb and we stuck it in Yara's shirt sleeve and hit it with a hammer.
Here we go. I hate that scene. It's so painful.
She's gonna need to hold this as straight, because if she does this, it's gonna, you know, just the weight of it's gonna want to make it fold. So I'm trying to keep it as straight as possible.
This past week's shoot was specific for the infected eating people's jugulars, and there was a concept that was done with like blood running down the mouth. But like, would that happen? Like, let's find out.
This is so sick.
I got on the ground and pretended to eat away at like a bloody soak drag that we made.
I want to do that. Hire me.
It produced some pretty surprising results because like most of my face got covered in blood.
Look up a little, John, but yeah. Teeth?
That is cool, dude.
People here will go to that length of trying to make sure that things feel as real as possible. Yeah, we do a lot of crazy stuff here. Nobody gets hurt, but
Yo, Joy, thanks.
it's really hard to see these characters that you spend so much time with and, for lack of a better word, kind of like, you know, birthing into existence, tortured and abused.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
We're shooting the Joel death scene, which is like the catalyst, the opening of the game. This scene has all of Abby's crew. It's a complicated scene because it's the most actors we've ever had in a single shot.
Svenoy, thanks 26.
Like you hurting us or something.
Thank you.
It's because they have.
Or Joel doesn't die.
Just me out.
Now that you got that.
Well,
yeah. Minor line
So
change.
then what happens is
Yeah,
all of us become friends.
Knowing what was going to happen and knowing how it was going to happen, I got very fearful.
There's so much weight to this scene. This scene has to be right. It's really difficult to reshoot it if we need to. Within the first game, having to call Troy and Hannah back to reshoot Sarah's death was very, very, very difficult for me.
The last time I tried to do a big emotional scene,
Don't do this, please. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this, please, God, no. Oh God, no.
that didn't go too well, and we had to reshoot it. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. Don't. How the hell am I gonna play this? Like, how are we gonna do this? I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I have the chops. Am I gonna put Laura through this? Because I know how hard it's gonna be on her.
Audio, camera, rolling.
Take one, Mark.
Action.
Joel Miller.
Who are you?
Guess.
Why don't you just get out whatever speech you rehearsed?
Get this over with.
You don't get to rush this.
At the end, I really loved what he brought to it.
I couldn't wait to get back into Ellie's shoes again because it's where, weirdly, I feel most comfortable in a lot of ways because it feels like a character that feels the most like me that I've ever played, which is a little disturbing. I mean, minus like the murder and the killing.
So it's almost like a bit of step forward, like you're about to like lunge and shoot.
Yes. Sweet.
The biggest change that has happened since the initial pitch is Ellie is there when Joel is killed. It used to be she came across the body, and then she had to rely on Tommy's testimony of what happened. And we shifted it, which made it much more dramatic and intense for her. And I think puts more of it on screen and again, allows you better to understand why she needs to pursue these people.
The hardest part for me was looking over at Ashley.
No! No!
Knowing that Troy was gonna not be a part of it as much was really hard. And knowing that Joel was not gonna be in Ellie's life anymore, it was hard. So much of that day kind of feels like a blur because there were so many feelings involved in it.
What I had to do, I felt was very, very little. There's one reaction, and beyond that, we're on Ashley. There was no acting. There was pure, raw emotion. I'm staring in the face of that.
Joel! Why are you doing this? Get the fuck off me!
I'd lost a little bit of my voice. I couldn't scream like as loud as I wanted to, you know, to get that frustration and that sadness out.
Ashley was behind, crying, and God. And knowing Abby was taking this away from her was very difficult. And so I was crying when we were filming that scene. Yes, it was very emotional.
You want what I want, right?
End it. Now.
Wait, please stop! No! No! Joel! Joel! No! No!
We want him to die.
That's a rough scene, dude.
In this really unforgiving sort of way. Like, it needs to feel senseless for you to say, fuck these people, I'm gonna pursue them to the ends of the earth and make them pay. If the scene doesn't work with what we captured on the stage, almost nothing we do in post is gonna make it work. Joe will take a pass at the scene. I'll give kind of high-level notes.
But he's doing it without animated cameras, without character models, without environment. And so it's a bit of a guessing game to see if this will work.
So I like the concept. I felt like there was a lot of repetition and it felt long. Once like Joel's head gets smashed, I don't want a close-up look of him.
Okay.
And I wonder if we could do like the smash from the back of his head.
Yeah, I've wanted
So just
to
like it'd be like a black shape and you see like a silhouette change and like blood starts pouring out, but I don't focus on it. Like I don't see the details.
Mm-hmm.
When the club comes down and it's just like she's screaming, I feel like we could just take all their audio out and like music could take over. And again, we're trying to build more rage than sadness. That's going to really set up our journey.
Okay.
I'll come back and there'll be another version of the scene. Okay, play.
Joel, fucking get up! Please stop! Please don't pursue. Joel, please stop! No! No! No!
Overall, it's fucking awesome. Like I got emotional just the part where before he gets killed. It feels so fucking tense.
There certainly is still a ton to do. We still have like 45 scenes that haven't even been looked at yet. It's terrifying given our deadline. The process right now is just getting Neil. We just need to get Neil into the room.
Which one are we showing first? We've got essentially 3 versions. The one that I did,
And this would work with what we're talking about doing with the scene, and then.
Yeah, Ninja, it's a ton
I
of
would
work.
probably
dude.
say
people standing.
this yours Mel, or
I got bad news.
Mel yours this.
He's canceling.
He's canceled.
But we had the cameras set. He's supposed to come in. He's the
Actually, it's good we're getting this on camera.
This is what it's not about. This is what it's about. Yeah, he has some melee stuff to review today. He said let's pick it up tomorrow.
So yeah, that's what happens. And so it's like, okay, all right, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, that scene's intense, man. Especially the ambience they play too. They didn't play it now, I think.
I get called up to Neil's office one day.
All right.
And there's like an empty seat. And Neil just goes like, oh, just sit down. I'm like, oh my God, I did something wrong. And he's like, do you know why you're here? And I'm like, no, are we gonna talk about one of my levels? And he laughs and he goes like, no, you're gonna work on the E3 demo. It's always been a dream of mine, working on an E3 demo, seeing it on stage. Is this a joke? Like, am I getting pranked right now?
So speaking of E3 demos, remember way back when you guys said you were going to lock that content and then not touch it? How's that go?
Well, and then we ship just the glossiest, best-looking demo you've ever seen. We burn that to a disc at the beginning of January, and then we don't touch it again, and nobody sees it until E3. Well, I think we knew at the time that we weren't going to not touch it. It's going to be really interesting to see if we can really, really commit to being done and not be tempted to say like, it could be a little better, let's go back. Because the game's been making progress for, the 10 months or something since we locked that demo down. A lot of advances have been made, a lot of new ideas, new mechanics, and we really just need to have the discipline not to do that. Honestly, it feels like we are addicted to being late.
Okay, we're starting. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do today other than come up with a really long list. We're trying to limit it to an hour, so we'll be done at 4 no matter where we're at. Looking at the cinematics first. Because we did it so early and had a rough version of it a year in advance, we got a bit complacent.
Oh God.
She's putting on quite the show.
Yeah.
She sure is. Where are we on getting physics on these strands?
We are working on it.
So for next time?
Bro, that's insane.
For next time?
Yes.
Hold up. Go back. Go back.
So for on getting physics? She sure is. Where are we on getting physics on these strands?
I would anyone even have noticed that? Like this crazy detail.
We are working on it.
So for next time? For next time?
Yes. Absolutely.
We didn't scramble to figure out what it is we're going to show. We had the structure of like the festival going into this fight in the woods in Seattle, but it was harder to build the momentum we usually have. And I think that panic just wakes everybody up, and felt like it took us a bit longer to get there this time.
So then you go in as if to kill this guy, see somebody over there.
Sir, over here.
Oh, breaks 50% of the time, but use your imagination.
Daniel, go in a bit slower, give him some time.
Okay.
The animation is breaking.
Oh my lord, dude.
Okay.
Like when he starts, yeah.
So I'm confident in the demo if we finish it. I'll be frank, it's not looking great.
All right, this is totally broken. For next week, let's make sure it's all there so we could actually review it.
Fucking hell.
Okay, thanks everyone.
I feel like this demo is cursed.
The E3 demo. It was a version of our original Greenlight demo. but I had to make it fully playable and shippable.
Viper!
The first thing I did was just basically take that space made by another level designer and put just enemies in it and start fighting. But when I started playing it, I remember like it wasn't there. That parking structure was way smaller, so it felt more cramped.
God is good.
God is good.
I remember going to Neil's office and being like, how much can I change this? And he's like, well, what are you thinking? I'm like, well, I'm thinking like this big thing, and I'm like, just like brand new designer, I'm just throwing out like everything, like I want to do this, and I want to do that, I want to make sure that feels like a sandbox, that it feels like this big space, that it's multiple paths. It's like something like we really haven't done before in The Last of Us. And he just goes, go for it. Let's do it.
Peace, thanks 13, bro. It's been a cool day, man. Hope you're well, dude.
We picked a location in Seattle that essentially is probably the hardest lighting scenario we would have to pull off in the game. I wanted to get the overcast look nailed because so much of the game's dependent on that. How do we pull off this look? Can we pull off this look?
Everything felt a little muted, and we were losing kind of that next-gen quality of our engine.
Like for a second, we actually turned the sun on in the demo.
Oh, cool.
But we lost the mood of that overcast kind of blue look.
That moment was really rough for me. Just felt like years of my life that potentially would have just been like wasted on this pipe dream of a look.
Well, we were struggling, like last summer, it was like a fine balancing act.
Is this whole thing just gonna crumble? Like, is the whole direction like now gonna have to change for the game, not just this demo? Have I steered this company wrong?
Took some really big iterations and tried some crazy ideas, and we came up with kind of a hack.
We talked with the programmers and found a few settings that actually gave us exactly what we wanted. It was really like one thing.
We faked the sunlight within this kind of ambient look so we could get some directionality of the lighting.
But it was like, oh, if we do this one thing, it actually got us the look we wanted. So like, I'm glad that happened.
For this game, there was a major push to make a new volumetric fog system. It's not just like a kind of an overlay on top of the screen. That's why it's called volumetric. You feel the volume of it. It's gonna be a little bit thicker near the ground, right? Because there, you know, you will see grass kind of getting through it. Fog also allows you to see the light.
It's a bit less than an hour
Fog
left,
adds
right?
atmosphere. Atmosphere brings everything together.
Yeah, it's 55 minutes left.
Now with this game, we did add recently some new tech that allows us to make some of the water drips more dynamic, meaning that if you have a car, you will see a water, follow the glass, follow the hood, and then from the bumper, you're gonna start seeing dynamic droplets. So that was really cool. And then we can now actually also use this technology to drive blood. Now we can have blood dripping, and we have water dripping. The water trail can pick up where is it bloody. And if it's bloody, it can change its own color and start dripping more red. And on top of it, we also clear out the blood. So what you will see is you will see bloody area, you will see water trails going down, and you will see the water trails washing out the blood and picking up the redness and going down.
That
really,
is
really cool.
insane.
In the E3 demo, we do want to show our next-gen animation system.
One of the biggest animation upgrades that we wanted to add to this project was motion matching.
What the fuck?
The way that it works is it takes a pool of animation data and it picks the most appropriate clip to blend together and create just very fluid and organic movement. We want these characters to just feel grounded and believable in the world, properly shifting their weight and moving the way a real human would. In order to capture all of those on the stage, we use something called a dance card, a choreographed set of patterns that the actor can move on the floor.
Basically, that's creating this like
PS4
bank of
game,
little
yeah.
pieces of animation. The motion matching system just pulls from that bank all the animation is necessary to have them move perfectly in any arbitrary way. When it
What the
works,
fuck?
it's like so far and away better than any other animation technique. It's like a
What?
quantum leap of the highest order in terms of quality.
So that's how they make it look like that. That's way too 5-head for me, but that's cool.
Any
though.
one mechanic is not maybe anything you haven't seen before. It's the combination of how it all comes together, the way it works with the animation system.
The new stuff we're talking about is like, oh, you can be in grass.
She went into the grass. Watch yourself.
Like one of the biggest things we do in the demo is jump a gap. It's tough to be like, oh crap, you can jump, you know, like it's like, but it's new to our game.
We have to have the best prone mechanic of all time. Yeah, no one's ever seen when I aim in prone and she actually like rolls up on her back and aims like this. Like it can never clip through geometry.
Shit, man.
Being able to rotate 360 in all directions. It can never like do a janky thing when she's reloading while doing it or aiming in water. There's like an IK thing that like lift her chest and head up and then it gets too deep. Now we're in the special prone underwater moveset thing.
Oh my god.
Her chest and arms and everything are kind of matching ground plane. Things that a player will never notice. And it's because we like purposely did it. There's no such thing as like, oh, you know, it's not as good as, you know, this other game's one, but like, it's fine. It's got like, no, it's fucking Naughty Dog. We have to have the best version of the thing, whatever that is.
E3 overall was amazing. The press conference was in a very different venue. They usually have them in like these big auditoriums. And this was kind of like, almost like a pop-up.
It was more like a theme park idea, but it's like in a parking lot, in a tent, in Los Angeles at downtown. They had built the whole crazy church thing, which was pretty rad.
Oh, wow. Damn.
It was super cool. It was better than we expected.
Man, they're gonna talk about the leak too, dude. Yikes.
And you could feel like the tension of people trying to figure out, what is this press conference? What's going on? What game are they going to show here? On the Naughty Dog logo, you get this big cheer. On the Ellie reveal, you get this big cheer.
Hey, you.
Every moment that we've constructed and planned, like, meticulously. Every moment that we've
You
constructed.
can see
and
the physics
planned.
on her strands now.
Every moment that we've
It's
constructed and planned, like,
crazy.
meticulously for really a year now, hit the way we wanted it to hit.
Maybe they're jealous of you.
Fabulous.
Just a girl. Not a threat. I think they should be terrified of you.
That's a good transition, though. Yikes.
One of the biggest reactions was when the HUD came on. They looked at that forest and thought, there's no way it can look this good. Like, that's impossible. But when we flash the HUD and be like, yeah, that's it. This is the real game. People are not ready for this. Like, this is gonna fuck you up.
See, I told you. He should be terrified.
It was electric. My skin was like tingling the whole time.
Like as soon as it's done playing, I'm like on my phone.
And it was wild. It was wild to see it just everywhere. See it on YouTube, see people commenting on it. But it was a really special moment. I shipped something like as a level designer.
There was such a reaction to the animation fidelity. Holy crap, this is the best looking animation I've ever seen. Are you kidding me?
We're on the forums, going through the messages, seeing how much people think it's amazing. Someone's like, sort of cynically, that our stuff was fake.
I guess it's kind of a compliment to the animation team for like someone to say it's fake when they're working so hard. And right away I responded, I was like, don't respond, don't do anything. Like, it's just not professional.
I was also a little anxious about it because it's a little fake, you know?
Fake is an interesting word. There's an argument that he's right.
It's not the final polished game. You can't just play this demo in any way. You have to play it in this very specific way. But before we even show the demo, it's like, let's not put anything in there we feel like we can't do.
There was no thing of like, we don't know how we're gonna do that. It was just, we literally just don't have it systemic yet. You know, like systemically, a guy pulling you out from underneath a car, we didn't have that hooked up yet.
But they do that in the game. They do.
Now we have it hooked up in the game.
No.
It's her! God. Arthur! All over soon.
Ultimately, as we're building the rest of the game, if anything feels like it's not the right call for the game, we don't mind changing it. Like we had certain things in the demo for the first Last of Us where like Joel picks up a pistol and takes out individual bullets from it and then pockets it.
Oh,
and
what?
Like, we could have done that. It just took too long. So for gameplay
Cool.
purposes, we cut that out.
I was talking to other animators and they were like, yeah, man, they think it's fake. They have no idea. Like, it's awesome.
The same animators who made this demo are gonna make the final game, so like, I don't know what you're talking about.
They were confident, which I'm glad.
We knew what we were doing and we knew how special it was. It was a little bit of a microphone drop to the industry, and for many it was inspirational, and they were excited to be able to add some of those details to their games and their future games, and for some of them it absolutely freaked them out to see this might be the new bar that's expected for other games to follow.
The animations look damn good.
Part of me is like, oh shit, like they're fucking calling us out. It's like, we have to deliver this. Like we always were gonna, but now it's like people have called us out, so we have to do a full body throw animation when you pick up a bottle and you're running, and not just a partial animation because that guy fucking called us out.
The real challenge is making the whole game look as good as this one controlled situation.
We come out of E3 and hopefully we've set the standard for this what the rest of the game
One
needs
guide.
to feel like.
Yeah, true. Hey, Jaxter, and thanks 54, and Aaron, thanks for that 5. Thank you, guys.
When you already know exactly what you're supposed to do in the game, you've memorized everything, it's hard to have a true experience with it. You have to bring in people from the outside to play it fresh.
Oh, cool clicker statue.
And so we try to start playtesting as early as possible. We've got testers in bright and early. They're going to start playing the game. They're actually just right across the hall over here.
All of this just works.
It is a fire drill. Because things have to work.
Oh, crash, no.
So I'm currently watching the 10 people that we have in at the moment focus testing. We've got all of their screens up, so I can kind of watch all of them at the same time, generally keep track of any kind of recurring patterns or how long people generally take in certain areas.
They do things we haven't thought of. And it really shows us where our holes are. It's like, maybe I should change this. Maybe I should try that.
This player's pretty lost, trying to figure out this puzzle here, and they're trying to jump on a truck. He's got a really awesome solution here where he's putting this plank on a dumpster, and now he's moving the dumpster around. So we'll probably have to go in there and like try and fix some of that stuff up, but we'd rather figure that out now than in 6 months.
For things like puzzles like this one, that although they're figuring out the puzzle, they're actually not doing it in the kind of order that I'd like. What would be better is if they came into the space and realised, okay, that's the thing I need to be like climbing up to or getting to, and then they can kind of work backwards from there and go, well, if I need to get there, how do I get up? Oh, I can get up on this thing. It's quite heartbreaking when you see people who are like really confused or don't get it, and it's something you think like it should be obvious, but it's not at all. But it's good data.
We've had a few people on the team that have been really passionate about making our games even more accessible for people with different kinds of disabilities and making sure as many people as possible can experience our game.
Accessibility is something that like really touches a lot of people. As we get older, pretty much all of us are going to have probably some sort of accessibility need.
It's important to welcome people with disabilities into all of our public spaces, into our shared culture, and that video games are a rich part of that.
I love this, that you don't have to have like a 2-button feature to keep her crouched down. This is awesome. I love that.
Brandon Cole, he said, I heard you announce this game. What do you think about the possibility of someone like myself being able to play it?
They have
And
really
Brandon
good
is
accessibility
blind.
stuff here.
I hadn't really thought about that before. I don't even know if that's even possible, but I want to try because that sounds interesting. If you click on the L3 button, it turns the screen and the character towards your next objective. So you're able to sort of instantly sort of flip.
Okay.
It was very much inspired by the talk you gave last time you were here.
I figured.
Hopefully
That's a beautiful thing.
We had this feature that let you navigate along the golden path. And we also had this other feature. You could like put out this sonar pulse and you'd hear where all the items and enemies were located.
Oh.
But Brandon was playing that and was like, this navigation feature is great, but I don't want to just follow the golden path. I want to navigate to other things. It kind of occurred to us like, oh, we can combine these two features. We can let you scan for items and then navigate to that item.
This gives you more room if you do it this way for different types of sounds for different types of items. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Different sound for ammo, different sound for parts, different sound for explosive, different sound for keys. Or you,
craftable and collectible.
Yes, exactly. Right on. But since we want to hunt for secrets, just like anyone else, you're also going to want to know that, hey, there's something way over there.
Players with disabilities still want to have challenge.
It's not about just making an easy mode.
So what happened there was an auto vault. So you pressed into a wall and it automatically vaulted.
I feel happy about this.
This is an example of actually the good part of the studio culture, which is self-empowered, that I think allowed us to do this crazy thing, this thing that, you know, I couldn't tell you if it makes business sense to some degree, but it was something we were passionate about and interested in. It was a way we saw we could make the game better. It was something we saw we could like push the frontiers of, and we went with it. Studio leadership was supportive of us, but this really was like a bottom-up kind of initiative.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that early success really helped to build momentum for the rest of the project.
Shielding everybody from the cost, from the budget of these decisions helps them focus on their discipline. Don't worry about money, worry about making the best game possible. Trust that there are people at the top that are looking at the budget and
Yes,
considering
Don,
that.
of course. Hello.
At a certain point in the project, we start offering dinners to the team. And it's kind of like an acknowledgement of like, okay, there's a lot of hard work to get it done. And we know people are probably going to want to be staying late. Now
we know people are probably going to want... Oh.
Crunching.
Yeah, there it is.
I must have felt it for months that this release date is not realistic with how big the game is. People were asking us, is this a real date? Because it's not feeling like a real date anymore, so we felt like we had to react pretty soon. And then at some point, it just felt like because people were starting to put in longer hours, it wouldn't have been fair to not figure this stuff out sooner than later.
We're never gonna finish this game.
If you work hard for longer, that could have a toll on you. We tell everybody, pace yourselves. It's like, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. We settled on a February release date.
Wait, but it
Leave
came
some
out
gas in the tank.
Right now, we are dancing a very intricate and dangerous dance. We have something like 6 months left to finish the game. And we are also showing a demo to the press. The longest playable demo we've ever done. 2 separate levels of the game. A level towards the beginning of the game where you play with Dina on patrol outside of Jackson. And then the second part of the demo is in a level super duper challenging.
Ellie by herself, murder mode.
So what we're doing for the press in 9 weeks is really those 2 levels of the game. It's unlikely that we're going to need to touch them again until the game ships. That was really the only kind of demo that we could do at this point that would still help further our production goals as well as give us this like marketing boost that we need.
The more we talked about it, the more we convinced ourselves, okay, this would actually be a good time to just put out a trailer.
Building these 2 major demos and a trailer next to the rest of the fucking game.
And it felt impossible early on. It's the thing that's always hard for us to polish. You review these things and we're looking at all these tiny details. It's like, even that shot of Jackson is like, where should the trees be? How much fog should it be? How much sun should it be? How should the sun hit the clouds? How we get all these civilians, the kids, do they have the proper gear? Are they wearing the right clothes? Is the tractor leaving tracks on the ground? That kind of crazy detail can only come through all these departments coming together and rising this occasion to achieve that kind of level of quality.
Let the modders figure that out. Todd W.
We wanted to show the team the final trailer. Before we show you the trailer, just to say thank you to everyone, where we jumped from doing a 3-hour demo to this trailer where we had almost nothing, and it's like pretty amazing what we can do when we all come together. In fact, it's so amazing you can forget, and I've been here for a long time and I can forget. So to remind you, and maybe reignite some of that panic, we're going to show you 2 trailers. One from exactly a month ago, and one from about an hour ago when we wrapped up the trailer. So enjoy.
They're gonna talk about the leak soon, dude.
Look who decided to join us. All right, you all know the drill.
Tina, where are you?
You think I'd let you do this on your own?
It only gets 1 clap.
Keep in mind, this is what the whole game's going to look like. We're going to make it this awesome.
Bro.
You can't stop this.
This was a good reminder. Look, when we come together, when we rise to the occasion, when we do this thing that people outside the studio talk about, like this Naughty Dog magic, this is what it looks like. So when you look at parts of the game that aren't there yet, know that we could get there in a pretty short period of time when we're so focused.
When we crunch.
The date was the scariest part about that.
We got the trailer done. We'll talk to it.
That's a Twitch hoodie.
Wanted to take this moment to run through the events of Outbreak Week, which is when the trailer is going to debut. We are going to be having the big press event in Koreatown at this giant warehouse. We're actually having 80 journalists from all over the world come. We got made sure very comfortable chairs for 3 hours.
Outbreak Day is the day the outbreak happened in the United States in 2013.
In real life, we celebrate September 26th as Last of Us Day.
Every September 26th, we've done something for Last of Us fans.
Huh.
When people play these two sections, which are very different, I hope and I feel that both of them are equally impressive.
Look at the blood splatter on the snow now. Oh, they haven't implemented that, man.
Like, that was incredible.
Not incredible. No blood splatter there.
This could have been the whole demo. This could have been the whole thing. It says enough about what the game is. And then you play the other half, and it's like way more mechanics heavy, way more combat heavy.
Keep going, boy.
Oh yeah, the dogs. Fucking A.
There.
In the highest level of how Naughty Dog is perceived as a company, it's that we're story first and mechanics second. A lot of it is, I think, proving to the press and proving to people that, yes, we can do both.
I want people to walk away and say, this is the best controlling, this is the best feeling third-person shooter.
It's on the level of the best action stealth games you've ever played.
So one of the things that I've always found really exciting about The Last of Us is the kind of fidelity with which we represent human intelligence.
One of the ways that really helped make them feel more human and more alive was the way that they use their body language to communicate to each other.
Everybody spread out. We may have multiples.
We had a number of sessions where the animation team, design team, and programmers all got together and we acted out a number of scenarios. And what that does is it gives us really great reference and touch points that we can always look back to about the way that we naturally behave, the way we naturally respond to each other. And those are the types of details that we want to weave back into the game.
Someone took out Zoe! Who the fuck's out there? Sweep the whole goddamn street.
Our NPCs are named so that you understand these people have relationships.
They want to get revenge on you. It's this little mini loop of the whole premise of the game.
Omar! Flanker!
I just killed their friend and they want to kill me now.
There's a cost. You killed that person. His friend now feels a loss. You know, his dog is now alone.
No, that's really sad.
Dogs are really difficult
I
to start
forgot
off
the
with because they're
dogs do
quadrupeds.
that.
They just don't turn around. They kind of like wheel around a little bit.
Smell something, girl?
The main concern we had is how is it that we can actually get a dog to perform a dance card on the motion capture set? And when we finally brought them on set, it was just incredible what these dogs were capable of doing and what the trainers were able to accomplish in a
He's
short
got a
time.
little motion capture suit.
There you go.
They move extremely quickly. So they're super hard to shoot. They are very low to the ground. You have like these attacks that are designed to go up here, and now you have to kind of do them down there.
Killing a dog has gotten people more like upset than anything else in the game, than hanging people, than eviscerating people.
We're gonna break new ground in dog murder.
Yeah. This is the fucking dog that can soft lock.
Like a new scripter start like 2 months ago. First question, she walks into the middle of the room. I have one question. Does the dog survive? And everyone's like, oh no, first day, first day, first day, first day.
Oh no.
So we killed it, and then you have to love it knowing that it's already dead. So there's gonna probably be people that are upset about that.
Hey, Al. You want to go to the trucks? Let's go to the trucks.
With the notable exception of Alice, we took great pains to ensure that every combat encounter that you fight against a dog, you do not have to kill any of them.
Maybe it's better to kill their owners in this
It's
game
more
and leave the
palatable
dogs
to kill people
alone.
because they're all there because they choose to be there. But all of these dogs were trained to do this exact thing, and so you're killing an innocent creature.
Fuck's that? Fuck!
Got you.
No, but I wonder if the
That
dog doesn't
feeling of
come for you if you
discomfort
stealth
is
kill
exactly
the
what
owner.
we're trying to explore with The Last of Us. Ironically, making them more realistic makes people feel more okay about killing them. We had like kind of a goofy art prototype. We had like just a very rough dog. We found that goofy dog that had no fur, people felt really bad about killing that dog. Like when you would shoot them, they would fall over dead and like give one last whine as their like dying breath and stuff.
God.
So we just really tried to like tone down the pitiability of all the dogs and stuff.
The best sound in most games are the stuff you don't notice.
It does
The
have
Foley in the game
amazing
is
sound
extremely
design,
detailed.
dude.
Things like Foley are very easy to get wrong and noticed for the wrong reason, very difficult to get right, but when you get it right, no one's going to pat you on the back for it. Audio guys are kind of a different breed. We listen to everything all the time. It's kind of a curse. Our ability to use pre-recorded assets from a library that's like commercially available has been diminished almost entirely because we have very specific needs.
Do you want more of those?
Wow. We have 26 minutes left.
We're trying to take what we did in the first game and bring it to another level of detail.
Yeah, play with that a little bit. Like mixing that tonality in is cool. Yeah.
The enemies themselves, especially the infected, have had to go through a review process. In the first game, they're pretty coarse. They're basically like on or off. They're either walking
Hire
around
me,
mumbling,
Naughty Dog. I can be your clicker in Last of
or
Us
they're
3.
freaking out trying to get you. And so now we've developed sort of this like murmuration breath system that allows them to have a much more natural flow between being agitated and
Oh,
not.
that part. Jesus.
A big part of those recording sessions is working with the voice actors. It's much more collaborative.
Yeah, that's cool.
I need to do
kinda
grounded
wanna
permadeath.
see
I really
what
want to do it
your
after
more
seeing this
natural
now.
voice sounds like.
You're basically trying to coach people that they're not zombies.
Yeah, now imagine sprinting. Look.
Ready out of breath.
No, that's
Oh yeah,
cool,
dude.
man.
Yeah, take your time, man.
That's
I
really
want to
great.
do this.
One of the folks that we worked with, the sounds he was able to generate from himself was unlike anything I've ever heard before.
This is amazing.
Gnarly sounding roars and breaths and wheezes and really interesting stuff that I've never heard come out of a person ever. The sound is, we're inherently post-production on a lot of this stuff. We kind of just have to be jamming, and we have to be as prepared as possible, and that's what we try to do. A lot of stuff is yet to come for us, which means there's not a lot of time left, which means that it's going to get really intense. It gets really intense for everybody, but for audio in particular, we'll be here late.
Release? Oh no, here it comes. The leak is happening.
I don't know if it's the whole studio, but I know I'm definitely feeling very tired right now. I'm feeling a little burned out. I'm realizing that I can't crunch like I used to. I can't put everything I have into these games as much as I was able to when I first got here. It's pretty unanimous that this game is really big, where it's bigger than we'd like it to be.
The Last of Us Part 1 is small compared to this game. My argument, make the game small again. I don't even call them small.
There were times when I was writing like 40 pages of in-game dialogue a night. Neil kept saying, stop, you have to like give it to somebody else. We will hire somebody, we will make this work. And I was like, I think it'll just be, I was just bullishly like, we're gonna handle it, I'm tough. I would like somebody to teach me how to have work-life balance.
There are some times where I wish I had somebody in production or Big Brother that could be like, no, go home. This is great. This is already great. You don't need to do the next thing.
I feel like at any given point, you'll go into the kitchen and you'll find people, what I would say, saloning about the game, like going deep philosophy into what's working, what isn't. People criticizing this or that. This doesn't look good. I don't like this scene. This doesn't work for me. I hate this.
You know, like they're going to lunch and like expressing doubt to each other and like, is this gonna come together? Is this the one that like screws Naughty Dog up? Let me just exude whatever confidence I have left. Let me try to bestow this person with it so they can feel inspired and go off and do their work. But then sometimes you're alone in the office and you're like, what if this doesn't come together? What if this is the one that sucks? What if this is the one that sinks Naughty Dog? So then you have to like kind of bury it, compartmentalize it. Who knows what damage it does to your body while you're doing that? Because ultimately, you can't let that fear dictate how you work, and just keep the faith.
This is 2023. Looking back at the push to get the game out. Okay.
The game was just about done, was content complete. We were fixing bugs when
there's these like rumblings of this pandemic happening.
Like, I remember when this COVID shit hit, and we're like, bro, really? Like, for real pandemic?
You know, at first it feels like, oh, it's this is nothing we need to worry about. And then all of a sudden you do have to worry about it.
And like, are people gonna want to play a game that takes place in a pandemic when there's a real pandemic?
We had never worked from home, ever. Naughty Dog was actually strictly against working from home.
We did not have the infrastructure set up at this studio to work from home.
And it's because we were so intense about security and leaks that all of our data, including our emails and our chats and IMs, it all had to be on a server inside the building.
Oh. Bro, imagine this happening after so many like years of hard
we were
work.
Like air gapped from the outside world.
The operations team, the IT team, our engineering team, they all had to coordinate in a very short period of time to get us working from home. We don't even know when the game can come out.
Sony was like, we don't know if we can physically ship this product with like the supply chain and stuff.
We had to come out and say, the game can't come out on this date, and we don't even know when it will come out. It's delayed indefinitely. So a lot of our most hardcore fans are angry with us. Around the same exact time, we started having these leaks. We're like, we didn't put out this video. Like, where is this coming from? It's a video from one of our reviews. So you could hear the notes, and people that can't attend the meeting can watch it after the fact.
We store all these videos on our server. Did it come from the inside? Someone with a Naughty Dog?
My first thought was, this isn't like a developer leaking this, isn't it? This isn't someone on the team.
It's this person in the Netherlands downloaded terabytes of videos through a back door in the server. And then this is where we made a fatal error. Let's close this back door. And then this person put out everything. A video goes up on YouTube, and I don't remember what the first video was, but it was something relatively benign.
But they weren't like super important scenes. You know, they were like little clips, and it was like, okay, that's a little weird. What is that?
All out of order and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's bad.
And you kind of wanted to just say, stop, wait, don't watch it. Like, you're gonna ruin things for yourself.
There's YouTubers I've watched for years, and they're making entire videos, and the title is like, fuck Naughty Dog. And fuck The Last of Us Part 2.
There's just all this negativity and no positivity because no one has played the game. They just have these videos out of context and all these rumors mixed with them. Abby is playable.
They thought Abby was trans because she has muscles.
Here's the ending if they kill Ellie.
And then it just turned into this whole political thing. Oh, Naughty Dog's always doing this political shit.
Oh, God.
And then I get this text from Evan. They just posted Joel's death.
Oh, no.
And my heart sinks. I can't even describe this feeling. It's just this like dread. It's almost like you just heard someone you care about died. I don't know, that's the closest I could come to. I thought Troy would be looking at that and be like, you see, you were wrong.
He said, do you think we did the right thing? And I said, I don't know, Neil. I haven't played the game yet. I was livid. I was real angry.
I'm bombarded with hundreds of negative comments, death threats, anti-Semitic comments. It's putting me in a deep depression.
Oh my God. What the fuck is this? Yikes. Get a fucking grip, dude. Like, ugh. This is the shit they have to deal with, man. It's so disgusting.
Depression.
There's some stupid stuff that's like, you're a feminazi, you're whatever shit like that. But it's like some stuff was really like, you know, disturbing.
The hatred, I think that was behind it. I was sad. Like, there were a lot of days where I would just cry.
Every time I went online, it was just, that's all I saw was death threats and threats of violence. And the worst of it, the really like hardcore death threats got passed along, and they, you know, made sure that they weren't anyone that like lived close by. Yeah, they were like threatening my son, you know, who was born during all of it, and yeah, it was rough. It was rough. But, you know, more than anything, it just kind of like, it kind of like taught me to kind of keep a distance, you know?
Like insanity, man.
This thing that I spent 4.5 years on, it's kind of getting violated.
And then for 2 months before release, there's like nothing you can do. You can't release the game sooner because it's not done yet.
And that was the lowest point in my life. I'm working on the game towards the end at home by myself, feeling very alone. And I said, who am I doing this for? Like, why? It's too much. And I barely squeaked by. And then we were able to finish it. And, you know, we sent it to reviewers, and reviews are through the roof.
Nice. I didn't play it on release. I played it like a bit after.
And I called Troy, and I said, like, dude, I'm sorry. I feel like I failed you. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, I just know how some people talk. He's like, oh, dude, I don't care. I played the game, and I love it. And I got really emotional. It's like I realized how much I care about Troy caring about the game, and that was a huge sense of relief.
There's not a single aspect of the game, Part 2, that I would change. And anytime someone comes up to me and says, you know, I didn't really like what they did to Joel, I was like, great, awesome. Tell me a better version of the story. And to this day, they still can't.
There is a YouTuber who's actually taken everything in the game and he's just rearranged the story parts like to change the pacing, and it's actually so fucking good. It was
a traumatic experience for
It's
myself.
a long
and many
time ago
people
since
on
I
the
saw it
team,
now, but
and
I remember it was very good.
The kind of hate we got because of
It
those
just changes the
things
pacing of it.
will stay with me forever. And I can't even describe how angry I was of what the damage this person did to us. I want them punished in every sort of way. I wanted this to be this villain. And this person is like, you know, in their 20s or whatever. They live with their parents. And it's a fan. And then when we delayed the game indefinitely, this is what they said, is like, I wanted to force Naughty Dog's hand. I wanted to force them to release the game. So I thought if I just put out all the videos, eventually they'll put out the game, which again was never an option for us. And I remember sitting there, sitting in my anger, and then slowing down and just saying, okay, if anybody should take the lesson from Last of Us Part 2, it should probably be us. Just let it go.
Neocranium, The Last of Us Part 2 recut.
We got Eddie Vedder to play Future Days for the Game Awards. I'm a huge Pearl Jam fan. Yeah, I know, so shocking to many people.
What a fascinating way to tell a story. It's just getting better and better all the time. And I really appreciate the way that Future Days was used, especially bringing Joel and Ellie together, connecting through music. It was cool to be part of it. So thanks for having me, and enjoy the rest of the show.
How lucky am I? Like, how cool is this? This person that I've admired since I was a kid is now like mentioning this game that we all made. And then we start winning award after award after award. I wanted that validation for the team.
Oh yeah, the game of the year, but yeah, right. And then it was Ghost of Tsushima.
Everyone at Naughty Dog, I can't wait to hug and high five and get drunk with each one of you. That's going to have to wait till next year. And more than anything, and I know that I speak for the whole team when I say this, we'd like to thank our friends and family that stood by us and supported us throughout us making this game.
Yeah, but it was nominated same time, same year, if I'm not mistaken.
More meaningful games, but to improve how we make games.
The pandemic kind of brought up that question of like health and mental health. Are we developers that are going to stay at the studio and have full careers? How do we make this sustainable?
I chuckle in retrospect, just how absurd the failure of trying to alleviate crunch was. If you have great processes and you're super organized, that doesn't fix crunch. What that does is it allows you to make a bigger game.
We read the post-mortem feedback for The Last of Us 2, and it was really, really upsetting to see what coworkers had gone through. So we were highly motivated to try to figure out how to fix it.
Everything about our workflows were already being upended with remote work and everything. So it's like, okay, well, yeah, we got to do this now.
And we knew that to make the real changes we did, it would take the entire studio working together.
We now have the goal for Naughty Dog to eliminate crunch.
The only thing that fixes crunch, the only thing is just deciding that you're not going to crunch.
When we onboard people, we tell them, you know, We have a reputation
Just
as a
don't.
studio for crunching, and it's something we don't want. And it's something we're not going to do anymore.
First, we had to do, what is crunch? Let's define it. Because when you just look at hours, that turned out to be too simplistic.
It's a multitude of factors. It's not just like one thing. It's not just, oh, because of this is what's causing crunch. It's literally like so many of these little things.
How do we make sure no one at Naughty Dog burns out?
You know, every couple of months, we send out a 90-second questionnaire that goes, are you worried about your workload? Are you worried about having to work overtime? If you feel like I'm overburdened with work, you have to tell somebody. We used to, as a studio, when we were getting close to shipping a game, bring in dinners for the whole studio. We don't do crunch dinners anymore.
Being able to work from home is hugely helpful for me, for my mental health. Of like, you know, my daughter's there, my wife is there.
Hybrid is really the sweet spot because I think the benefits have just been enormous.
In the past, our leads, our managers, were the people that were best at their craft, but not necessarily the best managers.
So we created the role of principal.
We really gave people the choice, like, do you want to make stuff or do you want to lead and manage?
And Arnaldo is now a lead designer here.
Now I'm responsible for a team, and I really enjoy that. And being able to share that knowledge and kind of work with someone, even if they're more experienced than me, and it's been great so far.
We have a very large and robust production department now that we didn't have.
Holding us accountable when we make a decision, when it's just everyone going, yes, more, yes, better, yes, polish, 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 tallying that up and going, okay, well, this is the result. Now you're not in your ship date anymore.
It feels so much like a different studio.
I hope that we can keep changing for the better and make sure that we're making the games that we want to make, that we're really passionate about, that we don't stop doing that.
We want self-driven, healthy designers.
Yes,
we want to have it
exactly.
all. We want to have it both. And can we do that? That'll be the question, I guess.
The show? Oh,
The
is
HBO's thing has been
the HBO
a
show.
wild ride.
Oh, that was
I
a
just
good
wanted
episode.
it to be like good. Like, dude, if it just comes out and it's a good show, like that's gonna be huge.
I'm sure it will be very different when I actually see Abby being portrayed. That will be so weird. I can't imagine what Ashley and Troy must be feeling.
Specifically because Ellie is a part of my heart. In some ways, it was really hard. I feel like Bella was the only person who could play her because I feel like she is Ellie. There's a part of me that's like weirdly protective of her.
I remember when Neil told me, like, we found Joel. I was like, he wasn't missing. He goes, Pedro Pascal. And I went, oh, we're bulletproof.
It felt like Craig and Neil together saw that this was a story about humanity, and they made it a story about humanity.
We got Frank. Who knew that was waiting? Craig's screaming from the sidelines going, I did.
When Neil and Craig asked me to play Ellie's mother, Anna.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's cool, yeah.
It made me so happy. And I'm crying, so it doesn't seem like it, but it was symbolic in so many ways to me.
Yeah, right.
Being able to sort of bring Ellie into the world, be the first one to fight for her. It breaks my heart.
It felt like on the other side, we could get this story to people that will never play a video game.
My mom is watching the show, and like, she can enjoy this story, and she can be a part of it, and she's so excited I'm working on season 2 and getting to see that.
That's so weird.
I
Jesus
love this
Christ, the
idea
makeup.
that someone could watch the show and then realize, wait, that's based on a video game?
and come back and check out the game and realize, oh, there's like all these rich games, AAA, indie, and all sorts of stories that are really unique to this medium.
Future days. Ooh.
I did some other interview where someone asked me about The Last of Us and would there be any more stories or something. And I mentioned, like, you know, we have written a story that takes place after Last of Us 2 that stars Tommy. And I hope one day we get to make it. And the headlines across the industry were like, Naughty Dog has outlined Last of Us Part 3. And that's actually wrong. It was always a small story. It was never like a full title. At the time, we had higher priorities at Naughty Dog, was like to fix our pipeline, to fix work-life balance issues. Just based on where we were, I didn't want to prioritize this story, so that story was shelved. And I still believe one day it will see the light of day. I don't know if it'll be a game or a show, TBD. First game had such a clean concept of like the unconditional love a parent feels for their child. The second one, once we landed on this idea of the pursuit of justice at any cost, justice for the ones you love, it felt like, oh, there's a clean concept here, and there's a through line from the first game about love. If we never get to do it again, this is a fine ending point. And right, last bite of the apple, the story's done. The great thing about working at Naughty Dog is that we don't have to. It's always like, we would love another Last of Us, but if you guys feel like are passionate about something else, we'll support this other thing. Very privileged position to be in. I never take that for granted. I've been just thinking about, okay, is there a concept there? And for now years, I haven't been able to find that concept. But recently that's changed. And I don't have a story, but I do have that concept that to me is as exciting as 1, as exciting as 2, is its own thing, and yet has this through line for all 3. So it does feel like there's probably one more chapter to this story.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Take it up with a mod, Sarkson. I don't know. It's always resolvable. That was very good, yeah. That was very good. Yeah, I'll paste the link, of course.